Rory's got it. You're over here. Or no, they're over here.
Oh, is anyone sitting over there?
When he gets here, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, I got him.
Is that the one where the Joker is 3 of diamonds?
Yeah, the green one is Joker 3 diamonds. Red Joker 3 diamonds.
What happened to the original 3 diamonds?
The chip broke in the card.
Is there no way they can like replace it?
I think you have to like talk to them about it, but they might charge you again. I bought it from a guy who had bought in bulk, so I don't have like the
No warranty.
yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so only roll if you scratch you, just close the door.
Oh, my fault.
No, I'm not saying it's I'm just saying for the stream because the door is visible from the camera.
Oh, got it.
And then when you're betting, just make sure you wait for the action in front of you to finish. Don't go back there.
Okay.
Because it takes time. It takes Ethan. He has to input every action that happens.
Also, apparently, no phones.
Yeah, no phones. No
Okay.
phones, no music.
Let me mute that shit.
You can use it. It's fine. All right. Oh, and then
Yeah.
yes.
If you ask me like really nice ways,
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
Too high.
yeah, sorry.
This is the
it's at Miles K10. Miles K10. One.
One.
No.
You play 1-1?
That's essentially.
live stream.
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
I've seen you for years. Yeah, you used to go.
Sorry for the delay.
I think I played together twice now.
Yeah, but no crazy action.
I don't think I've been in
Is
the
that, do we have the live stream link? So I can
Oh yeah,
see
yeah.
it?
He should be starting in a second.
Okay.
Let me let him know.
Alright, for sure.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay. Hold on. Ethan. You're gonna start? Yeah, we're playing.
Cat number 1 here. Got a couple new players today. Rory, you guys haven't seen before. Action player. So, I think Rory's the only new one. We'll have Omkar joining us in a little bit. He's also new. Both solid players, so should have a good game today for sure. So Vish is actually going to open with King Deuce suited. Rory, Jack 8 of diamonds, and then E-Money, Elliot 3-betting with Ace-10 offsuit here. 2 calls and got ourselves a nice little pot here to start. Four, 9, 10. Gin for E-Money. Top pair and the nut flush draw. I think he'll be taking this one down here most likely. E-Money deciding to check. Not sure if I like that, but looks like he's drawing a bet from Rory, so good decision. Honestly, I might have just liked to see a jam there. 3 of diamonds on the turn. See if Rory wants to continue bluffing here. Yeah, he's giving him rope for sure.
Where's Toto?
He's gone.
What?
I don't know what he is. All in.
Rory going all in. Wow, we got action on the first hand. Don't really think Elliot can fold the way he's played this hand. Yeah, flicks in the call. There looks like they're running at one time. Ace on the river, and Rory gets stacked first hand. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Was that a bailiff card?
Wow.
What a nice seven.
E-Money with the quick double up. First hand of the night. Wish there was more people in here to see this, but that might be tied for the, definitely tied for the earliest bust out we've had here at THP. And I believe the fastest we've had on stream.
Change Alex to A-L, Alex? Yeah, change him to A-L-E.
Yeah, so you see Omkar is going to be in seat 7. Is not here yet as of right now, but he will be arriving shortly. So we're going to play 6-handed for now.
And the Rory. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I need Vish the fish in here.
Oh.
What did you have for Vish?
Scoop. I
Oh,
don't
and
know.
then here.
I had like a
And
soup
then
cake.
Ethan's giving you tips.
Yeah.
Feel like
Oh,
if
is it hearts?
you want a hand.
It was not hard.
So he's not getting paid a deal, but.
Alright. I got you. Oh, wait. Hold.
For me, oh fuck. Real quick.
Rory, why did you take a bit much?
So yeah, I'll do some intros real quick. We got Andrew in seat 1, Vish in seat 2. Those two are regulars, you guys know them. Rory in seat 3. As you can see, not afraid of the action at all. Miles in seat 4. That's where I'll be jumping in midway through. Elliot in seat 5. Alex in seat 6, and then Omkar will be in seat 7. Looks like we just got a limp pot right here. Ace 8 deuce, both players picking up bottom pair. Might see a small bet and a call here. Looks like a big bet actually. Alex with the over bet. And Elliot lets it go, so no action there.
I wanted to see what you had. I suppose we could have chopped and hit rain either ways, but.
What'd you have?
But I had deuce two. Did you actually have that?
I had deuce space.
You had me.
Really?
I had deuce 9 of diamonds.
That's like whatever. Was it hearts or nine?
You need help?
Miles, theoretically, what game are we playing here? What games?
Oh, 6-9. So we don't play 7 days, so 10 days, we play 6-9. You do the rocks.
King 8 of hearts here for Vish. He'll open it up under the gun. Miles in there, 6-5. Wants to get in on the action. Elliot and Alex are in there with King 7, Deuce 7. So we're 5 ways to the flop. Queen 9-8. No one really connecting with this board. Vish in the lead with his bottom pair. See if he wants to fire out a C-bet here. He will not. He's going to check around. Deuce on the turn changes nothing.
I have a deuce. So, I could quite possibly be ahead, but I'll check. The question is, do I have a deuce?
See if Vish wants to fire out now. Really? Yeah, I like this. Little feeler bet. Kind of find out where you're at. I don't think he's going to get any calls. Maybe the guys with the gutter want to see a river. Miles thinks better of it. Alex might stick around with his bottom pair. Has slightly more outs than... Yeah, and let's see if Andrew wants to stick around. I think he will. Eight of clubs on the river. Now Vish feeling very good about his hand. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get any callers here once he fires out. I'd like to see a kind of a big bet here. I think it's more likely to get called. Unfortunately, no one has anything here, but if you were looking to get called by a 9, something like that, I think I would raise, I would bet $25, $30 here. He's gonna go small though, which might work out in this instance, but
Damn, 6 down with a $10 bet.
no one wanting to make the call there, and Vish skips in a nice one.
Hey, it's Vish. You should air shuffle.
I recently learned
What?
how to air shuffle.
Oh.
It's like
And you just have to save me then. It's too easy. Four.
$4.
Alex gonna open up with 7-6 offsuit. See the boys are playing a little looser today. 9-6 ace, top pair for Vish, middle for Andrew, bottom pair for Alex.
Can I go back?
Come open with cards. I know you're not wrong. There's a chip in them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me break. That's expensive.
I don't know that software.
Looks like Alex is going to continuation bet here for $6.
Right.
Gonna get 2 callers. Oh my goodness, 6 on the turn. This is so disgusting. Alex's hand is extremely disguised here. Probably gonna be able to get at least one more street of value from Vish. I think Andrew will get out of the way here though.
Did work pile up while you're at you or?
Not
Yeah, Vish going nowhere with an ace. Drawing very slim here. Queen on the river, but the spades do come in. A little bit of a scary card for both players. I do still think Alex will be going for value here. Maybe not a huge bet, but something like half pot would be reasonable.
Oh, right, sorry.
So I'm check.
And he checks it back. Alex turns over his 6s.
that's it.
And we'll take down a nice $60 pot.
And I'm working on full control.
Yeah. Are you CPA by like the tips you put?
That's
Oh, I
it.
saw that. I saw that.
You gonna go that easy? I'm going. Yeah.
When
If
did
I,
The
how much do you
22nd.
call there? Because I don't think you ever think I have a full share.
Yeah, I was thinking if I should
My brother's graduating college.
like
Try to rep it.
yeah.
E-Money's still in the lead after that early double up. Alex up
But 6 you're calling my mom.
almost $30 as well now.
It depends on what size you go.
So he's on the baseball team.
If I like bet range one,
Yeah.
that puts me like in a really weird spot.
Yeah.
And they're in playoffs right now. They have the number 1 ranked team in Texas.
Whoa, for high school?
Yeah.
Dude, that's all shopping in
You're top.
They're,
Alright, let's do
they're
it.
playoffs.
Oh,
They
shoot.
lost 2 games to Price.
You're giving us some heater
He's a
shades.
pitcher. And they have a game on their graduation day, and their graduation's at 7:30 p.m. and the game would also be on at 7. So it all
Looks like just folded around to Rory there. He's gonna pick that one up. Unless there was a misdeal that I'm unaware of.
I feel like, how much do you call it? 25?
If you're just joining us, we have some action early. Elliot already doubling up through Rory the very first hand of the session. So you'll see he crossed the $200 threshold extremely early today.
Yeah.
Hopefully a sign of things to come. Our last game was, you know, on the tamer side, only $1,600 on the table at the end. We averaged around $2,000, so hopefully today we'll get some more money on there. Andrew deuces, gonna open up in the cutoff to $3.
River too many times is usually. So like,
Vish and Rory let it go. Miles lets it go as well.
Rockets,
Ah.
See, you're right.
I should play my boss anymore.
He sits around like
Are you on button now?
probably around 90.
what time was it?
Is he even recruiting on that?
He's gonna go play at Modesto JC
Okay, sweet.
and then transfer into D1
This
program.
is exactly the same that I had last time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit different than that.
I'm pretty gonna get you an hour away.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you ever see him?
Oh, Andrew and Vish letting go of the suited low cards. I know those guys like to play those, so maybe he's showing a little more discipline. Rory, though, opening up to $4. Going to get 3-bet by Miles in the small blind with King Queen suited. Very small 3-bet, though. Only $8. Would fully expect a call here from Rory. E-money's also in there with Ace-5 off. Rory obviously going nowhere. King 7-7. Nice flop for Miles. Probably just going to c-bet and take it down here. Not much else going on for E-money and Rory.
Like the most normal time of the year that I've ever played poker.
This is the earliest game I've ever hosted.
Or at least in person. I played online at this
Okay.
time. I don't think it counts.
Cool.
And Miles takes this one down on the flop.
I need to know if my family's out there.
Lane?
Yeah. What's his name? Blaine?
Lane. L-A-N-E. L-A-N-E.
Blaine, if you're out there, say hello.
Vish, you get a lot of viewers and Andrew gets a lot of viewers.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard about Alex's Fando.
Yeah, some random guy from Texas.
Die hard fan.
That's awesome.
Ace deuce for Rory. He will open it up in the cutoff to $4. Call from Miles with 9-8 suited. Would like to see him 3-bet that some of the time, but think it's certainly fine on the button. E-money makes the call. Looks like Alex does as well, so we're 4 ways.
Six-handed is really damn though, right?
King 5-5. Everyone bricks. Rory still with the best hand. See if he wants to c-bet here. If you guys know me, I'm a fan of c-betting on paired boards. Makes it less likely that someone hit a pair. I like this $8 from Rory. Should get it done. Don't see anybody really calling here. Yep, nice takedown.
How often do you host Vish? I know you've posted the games.
As of now, like once every other week.
Oh,
Not too much.
come out one day. Cause like you live super close to me.
Yeah, you live in the
I'm at Temescal.
Yeah, I'm in Saul. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
down the road.
basically moves, yeah.
Six.
You could want.
I think our goal is eventually to move up in stakes, maybe 1-2. Just don't think we have the clientele to be running a 1-2 game right now. A lot of people, you know, this is mostly college kids, just graduated. Some people may not be comfortable with the higher stakes, so we stick at 1-1 for now.
No comment.
I would keep that equity. He's giving me that time. God damn it.
E-money picking up a premium 2 black queens on the button, gonna make it $4. Gets 1 customer in Vish. Probably not gonna see a huge pot here. Vish only 13% equity.
Like we used to do that.
5-7-4. Would expect just a check bet fold here.
You told me what day?
No, June.
Interesting. He hasn't been because he
Well, I went to Canada.
Oh,
When I was visiting,
$5 c-bet from Elliot. Be interested to see if Vish makes a move here. Perhaps thinking that this flop is not good for Elliot's range, and he does. $18. You know, I like this in theory. You'd be able to get Elliot to fold, you know, ace king, ace queen, king queen, those types of holdings. Obviously, we see that's not going to work out here. But I do like the idea from Vish. And I think if I were Elliot, I'd just call here. I don't really see any real point in re-raising, but he does go for it, and that'll be the end of this hand. Vish going to let this one go. Yeah, I think I would like to see Elliot just call here. You know, give him kind of another street to bluff. It's reasonable that you would, you know, flat with ace king, ace queen here. But yeah, this is gonna shut this hand down. Unless Elliot decides, or Vish decides to go really crazy. But yeah, that'll be the end of this one. Nice pot for Elliot. Kind of out of thin air.
yeah, I only play with Adam.
And he adds to the chip lead almost $100 more than the current second highest stack. Still waiting for our last player, Omkar, to arrive. Hopefully he gets here before 1 p.m.
Something about needling.
A7 for Miles. I'm assuming he's going to open this one up from the hijack.
Who knows?
$3.
I worked with him.
You know, I've been struggling with just kind of how much to open to. Because 1-1's weird, right?
Right.
At 50 cent $1 game, obviously you just open a 3. But at 1-1, it feels like you have to open a 4 as like the starting open size sometimes. It's just so likely that the small blind and big blind are both going to call. Alex 3-betting to $8 on the button with Queen 10. Andrew cold calls, and I think Vish calls. Would like to see him probably put in a 4-bet there out of position, but certainly understandable why he didn't want to, you know, pile more money in.
I really don't know. I just don't know.
And it looks like one of our cameras has died. Looks like that left camera has died, unfortunately, but we'll get that fixed.
Alright guys, everyone look at his hand.
He's all in.
We all looked through your hand.
Yeah, I should.
Oh, okay. Is it on me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just the stream, actually. We'll see.
Alex flopping the absolute nuts. No flush draws even out there. Big bet of 16. Probably just going to get through. Unfortunately for him, no one really connecting here. Gutters for Andrew and Vish, and air for Miles. Just don't think they'll be continuing here. For half pot. Pretty sure Alex is just going to take this one down. You know, maybe if there was a club, Vish could consider calling with backdoor clubs. But, you know, with just the naked gutter, ooh, really not a fan of this call from Vish here. I think a little too loose. With one club, I think it's fine. Or one club on the board, I think it's fine. But no backdoors, I'm not really a huge fan of this one. And I'm assuming, oh, Alex checking back there. Interesting. Maybe giving Vish some rope to potentially bluff on the river. Which he's kind of going to have to here. Be interesting to see if Vish decides to jam here.
I mean, you would see it come off, right?
Yeah. It will show on there. It will be black.
I think he probably knows his ace high is no good. He does decide to check though, and gonna save himself $40 after Alex jams here. So good discipline to not go for the bluff there.
Do you have ace queen?
Huh?
Do you have ace queen, Alex?
No.
You don't have ace queen?
And Alex not quite going for all of it. Still don't really see Vish calling. It feels like a good price, but
Yeah, I'll fold.
yeah, gets through. Nice pop for Alex there. Getting aggressive with the Queen 10 off, and then, you know, it's always nice when you flop the nuts. But yeah, Alex up to $62 profit now.
Wait, so what are you doing at 4? What's work?
Vish, what do you think I had there?
It's a party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
9-8 suited here for Miles.
I work in a shop.
Yeah. Did you have
I'm assuming he'll be opening that one up for sure.
Quite possibly.
Oh.
You'll see it on the stream.
Oh no.
Would you not?
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
did they let you
Is there
take
any
them?
size you call it?
Did they let you take them?
Is there any size you
Where do you
call it though?
Maybe
No.
small.
Are you
Where's
saying?
your kid?
Really?
I
You know Richard? Yeah.
Richard?
Did you have
He's
ace
the owner.
queen?
But you still say Tebow?
Tebow, yeah. The one next to Safety.
Yeah, okay.
If anyone's listening right now, drop in the chat where you're watching from today. Always like to get to know our viewers
Did I just take so many free pictures?
a little bit.
I got one.
$4 open here for Miles.
Call 2
E-money in there with Jack 10. Andrew, obviously not letting go of 2 Broadway cards.
Did they increase the pay? Unless we had it. When I started there was 12.
Damn, minimum wage at shit, so
5 ways to the flop here. Couple of speculative holdings in there. King, deuce. Andrew flopping gin. Fortunately for him, not much else going on. I think this will be the end of this hand. Miles does decide to put in a c-bet here, which I don't mind on the paired board with backdoor diamonds. Elliot making the call with just jack high. And Andrew probably should just raise here now with two players in the pot, although he doesn't have a whole lot to be worried about. King, king, deuce. Gonna be extremely hard for someone to outdraw him. He does make the call. Queen on the turn now. See if Miles wants to continue telling his story, or if he's gonna give up with two callers there. Elliot does pick up open-ended, so I think he'll certainly be continuing. I think Andrew should be betting here, and then we'll see probably a call from Elliot after Miles folds. 16 from Andrew. Pretty small bet, reasonable price for Elliot to see a river with his open-ended straight draw. Unfortunately, as you can see, 3 of his 9s are actually dead. So he has much less equity than he thinks he does. Only 5 live outs, 4 aces and a 9 remaining. 5 of hearts, no help on the river. Yep, Andrew's going to bet here, and Elliot is going to fold, and that'll be the end of this hand. Yeah, no way Elliot's calling with jack higher. Elliot Hollywooding a little, trying to act like he has a tough decision. Lets it go, and nice pot for Andrew. Flashes the jack of hearts. As if the whole table doesn't know it's the other card's a king.
Everybody will see it on the stream.
I just walked out there. Yeah, fucking nice.
Sorry, Foster.
Interesting. Kings seem to be lost.
There's a lot of kings.
There's
Yeah.
kings.
There's a lot of kings on the board.
Yeah. Turn vote.
Huh?
Turn vote. Or a small vote.
You'll see it later.
I walked out there to tell you about the camera.
And he was like, oh my god.
No, he was like, when I was close to the door, he said, and Alex flopping, and I closed the door.
King 7 of spades here for Alex, opens it up in the hijack. Andrew makes the call from the cutoff with queen jack. Vish pocket 6 is on the button, obviously not going anywhere. Ace jack for Rory here. Fully would expect him to be 3-betting this from the small blind. Looks like that's what he's done. $22. Think that'll probably get through. Nice move from Rory. Get a scoop in a nice one here. I mean, I guess Vish could theoretically jam here with only $32 behind. Probably doesn't hate getting it in with 6s for only $30. Alright, looks like he is going to jam, and we are going to be flipping here. $81 pot here, 6s versus ace jack. Almost a dead even flip. Vish slightly ahead, as all pocket pairs are. Ace 4 deuce. Rory taking a commanding lead. Another deuce on the turn. 2 outs and 2 outs only for Vish. And he does not hit. Looks like they only ran it once, and Vish, our second victim tonight, going back to the wallet.
Quick punting of the first one.
You're catching up to me.
Are you almost in?
No. Rory's at 145. He's still seeking.
Looks like one of our cameras is down again. Apologies for that. I think we're going to go one camera for now. This one has been having some battery issues. So hopefully you guys don't mind us just having one camera. You can still see everybody at the table from this angle.
No, because
Dude, everyone beats me all the time.
I'm Dory.
Wait, why do they
He's hot shit. He's no, that's advantage, Josh.
Yeah.
Joshua.
I played with him before.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Is it straddle or raise?
Yeah, I think Miles is shutting down that camera right now, so we won't run into this again. Meanwhile, Andrew with pocket queens.
Yeah. Honestly, it's funny at this point.
Gonna open it up to $6. I'm assuming there's a straddle on. What's the reason for this big raise? Yeah, I believe Alex straddled to $2, so Andrew opening to 6.
Yeah, fold.
Vish calling with pocket deuces, and Miles blocking both of them with the queen deuce. I think Vish would have folded if he could see what the other people had. Oh, so Vish is actually just drawing dead. Both of his deuces accounted for, as Alex has king deuce. E-money's in there with 10-7. Jack 8-7 flop. Flush draw for Alex. Gutter and bottom pair for E-money, and Andrew still with the overpair. You know, this type of board's always interesting bet sizing wise. It's like kind of a wet board, but at the same time, you also don't want to just bet pot and fold out jacks.
That was 5 minutes. My son's
How does he have the funds for that?
I don't know. He's a freshman too.
Oh, so we actually see a bet from Elliot and then a raise from Alex. So Andrew in kind of a weird spot here, just deciding to call, which I think is fine. Yeah, very interesting. 2 people betting into the original aggressor. Call here from Elliot. Ace of diamonds on the turn. And you see the equity is actually running extremely close. 36% for Elliot, 36% for Andrew, and now Alex, who had the lead on the flop. Only 28% here. Buddy's gonna fire out, and this is a really tough spot for Andrew. I don't know how he can call here. I think I probably would have raised on the flop if I were him. Because now you kind of just have to let it go. Yeah, he's gonna muck here, and I don't blame him. He kind of has to fold. Elliot obviously going nowhere with his combo draw. And I think Alex is probably going to win this one unless the diamond hits. Because even if the heart doesn't hit, Alex can still bluff. Whereas I don't think Elliot was going to bluff. Oh, and the heart gets here now. And Elliot reaching for chips. This is bad. Okay, he does check. And Alex is obviously going to go for value here. And Elliot will fold. So yeah, like, this is the power position. I don't really see a way in which Elliot was ever going to win this hand unless he hit his diamond flush. Because Alex was always going to have the opportunity to bluff on a complete brick. Let's say it was a black card, right? A black, I don't know, black 3 or something. Elliot's probably going to check, and then Alex is going to bluff and take it down. So it was just really a really tough spot for Elliot, regardless of what came, unless he hit. Oh, and he makes the call with 2 pair, and Alex shows him the bad news. Wow. Monster pot, $185, and Alex taking over the chip lead now, up to $263. And Elliot almost back down to starting stack. Really nicely done from Alex there. Found the perfect bet size on the river. And yeah, I guess it was a good thing that Andrew got out of the way with queens. I still would have liked to see him raise on that flop, I think. Alex is so often going to have a flush draw there. But yeah, it definitely looks like he saved himself some money here. Alex taking a commanding chip lead. Lane, not sure if you're here, but your guy Alex bouncing back from that last performance a few weeks ago. This is more typical for him. This is what we see from Alex a lot. You know, aggressive play and some run good results in a lot of profit. And look at that stack of reds. He's going to have to trade him in for the greens pretty soon. 10-8 for Miles on the button. He's going to open to $3. Ace Jack from Alex would expect to see a 3-bet here. $8. Miles makes the call in position. These two I know like to go at it. queen deuce 6. Not sure if we'll see much action on this board. Flop goes check check. Another queen on the turn. Alex with the $1 blocker bet, the Ben Lee special. If you guys know who Ben is. And the 3 of diamonds. Probably just going to go check check here. Or check bet, and I think Alex will call if Miles bets, but yeah, that'll be the end of that hand.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know. Maybe it's not 50. It's yeah.
If you guys recognize our dealer, that is Ethan Hahn. He is a regular at these games, either dealing or playing. He'll usually be here. And Omkar is still standing strong at $100 since he hasn't been here. You know, we really should just blind him out since he's an hour late. This isn't a tournament, so we'll let him live.
I used to be chemistry, then
That's a weird switch.
I switched into CS.
It's because CS is where the money is.
Yeah, exactly.
Apologies, we're trying to fix the cameras right now.
Cheers.
We'll get it back going soon. We can still see the cards pop up, so I'll continue commentating while we fix the cameras. Jack 10 of clubs for Vish. 7-6 for Rory. Would expect to see both of them get to the flop here. 9-7 of spades for Andrew, but maybe a 3-bet candidate, but just gonna fly here, understandable. I'd say typically I like to 3-bet these hands more. It's kind of easier to play them when you 3-bet, because one, you can bluff on, you know, face card boards, stuff like that, and then when you do hit something on this low card board, it's more disguised because people are going to be putting you on, you know, ace queen, king jack, stuff like that.
Oh, yes, he does play.
So it looks like Vish, as the aggressor, are going to keep betting here. Yep, and then Andrew would have hit the 9, but he's out of here now. 7-6 for Rory. I think he'll probably see a river at least. Vish not setting a very large price. Oh, and Rory gets there. Yeah, Vish really should have bet bigger on the turn there. Allows Rory to get there with a straight. Probably not going to get money, though. I'm not sure if Vish is going to continue firing here. I wish we could see the action, but... Oh, he is going to see. Okay. Yeah, I don't love Vish's sizing here. I think he's going too small. Obviously going to get raised in this instance, but even if he, like Rory, didn't have a straight, I think he'd still get called down. I think you got to size up a little more on the turn and then bomb river if you really want to take this line. You're kind of just never going to get folds betting so small. Rory scoops in a nice one. Really recovering nicely. He's almost up to $200 now, which is what he's in for. So really not down that much anymore. Vish, the victim there. I will be right back as I try to fix the camera situation. The camera issue should be fixed shortly. Miles is working on it right now, so bear with us for a little bit.
X and Y.
I'll try to make it as visually interesting as possible with my commentary. Alex gonna scoop that one in. Opening 7-3 from the button, as Alex likes to do.
Buttons on me.
Straddle me up. Straddle me up. $3.
Three. Buckaroos.
$3 straddle.
Looks like we have a $3 straddle, is what the audio says. Got $3 straddle from Miles trying to get the game moving. I mean, we've had some decent action already so far. 2 rebuys already. Alex scooping in a huge pot earlier. King 7 of hearts for Elliot makes the call. Andrew opening up to $12 with ace 9. And Miles waking up with ace king offsuit in the straddle. Would fully expect to see a 3-bet here. And probably big. Looks like he's going $35. And I think that'll just get through and be the end of this hand. Don't see Andrew really making that call. Yeah, Elliot does let it go, and Andrew doesn't want to let it go.
I started with 76.
But do you really want to put in $76 with ace 9? I think this would be a mistake here from Andrew if he does.
35.
Oh, he makes the call. Oh, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that one. I don't know what you're like hoping for. I mean, he does flop a 9, but pretty sure Miles is just gonna jam here. And are you really gonna call him down with a 9? He doesn't know that he's actually way ahead here now after getting lucky.
I mean,
I think he just outkicked me though.
what did you think he was gonna do?
How much?
41.
Like, he can't really fold now, but he's also like drawing dead so often. I think he kind of has to call. Yeah, he doesn't know how good of shape he's in. He does make the call.
What do you I'll let you choose. I'll let you choose. And then I'll show
So
him.
like I'm still behind. Doesn't matter.
Once or twice.
Alright, well that's fine.
All right, they're gonna run it twice.
I want to mark.
Miles is gonna be absolutely sick when he sees the ace 9. 10 on the turn, giving Miles some additional outs. That's not one of them though. Andrew gonna take the first one. Oh, and Miles gets there the second time. They're gonna chop this one up. Wow, I think that's just a mistake from Andrew pre-flop. I don't really think you should be calling that 3-bet. You kind of have to just jam or fold. And you really shouldn't be jamming. It should just be a fold. But I think calling is probably the worst option there. But he does get a good flop and is able to secure a chop off Miles. So he found the path to most success there, I guess. Although if he ran it once, he would have scooped. So all's well that ends well. Chop pot there for Andrew and Miles.
I mean, you were flicking into 35 if you had queen 9. Immediately.
Yeah, that's true. I want to keep contemplating with ace 9.
Why did I talk to you? Why did I talk to you?
Hey, no going, brother. Where is he?
He's like, he's in South America.
He's inside.
I think they're checking on Omkar's location right now.
Oh, okay.
I promise I'm not looking for this from Miles.
Hopefully he gets here soon.
Straddle.
I believe that's a straddle by Elliot and a call from Alex with ace 8. Rory in there with king 10. E-money gonna check the straddle. Ace queen queen.
Yeah, I see it.
Top pair for Alex. Rory with the gutter, backdoor spades. Probably a bet from Alex, a call from Rory, fold from Elliot. Oh, Rory just lets it go though. Playing some disciplined poker, not taking the bait with just the gutter ball there. Alex still with the chip lead. Rory now second in chips. No one else up money. Elliot up only $7 now after losing that big one to Alex earlier.
Omkar.
He's almost here.
He's cooked it.
You know, I was hoping to get a little more info on Omkar because I've never played with him before. Was really hoping to get a 2-hour sample size of him before I sat down at the table, but looks like I'm gonna get an hour at most as he's still not here. King 5 for Miles. E-money makes the call with 6-4 offsuit. Ace 9 10. Probably c-bet and a fold here. $2 bet. Elliot sticking in there though. Non-believer might have some devious intentions here. Queen of Hearts on the turn. I think Elliot might want to jump in and steal this one. He checks it back though.
The code is 018 for the gate.
Ace of diamonds on the river.
Like, there's a chance I could be good here, actually.
So they're
Okay. Never mind. I thought Elliot was gonna fire out of that, but
Let's go.
sounds like Omkar will be here shortly, so we'll finally have a full table. A6 for Vish in the hijack opens it up to $3. Rory 3-betting to 11 with 7-6 of diamonds from the cutoff. I like this play. Think it'll probably get through. It's possible Vish makes the call. Oh, excuse me, Alex making the call with Queen 10 in the big blind. Not sure if he's looked at his cards yet. A little bit of a loose call. King 6. Pretty good flop for Rory. Second pair backdoor diamonds. I think the c-bet should get it done here. Alex lets it go. And Rory all the way, almost all the way back now. $186, only down $14 after that first hand punt over to Elliot. Ace-8 offsuit for Vish under the gun. Vish opens pretty wide, so I'd expect to see him raise here. $3. Yeah, 7-handed you can get away with opening a little wider for sure. Or I guess 6-handed as of right now. 6-9 for Miles here. If you guys remember, we played the 6-9 game here, so unsurprising to see him 3-bet. Andrew's out of there. Vish makes the call. Jack Ace 6. Interesting flop. Top pair for Vish. Miles with bottom pair and a spade. Looks like another spade for Miles. Gonna bet $5 again. With a lock on this one. I think Vish probably has to let it go at this point. Gotta be prepared to call down the river. Oh, looks like he's going for it though. wants to go for the jam.
Alright,
He's thinking about it for sure.
yeah, I think
Guys, you're only betting like $5.
If you guys have watched the YouTube videos before, you know Vish
He wants to get all the money.
likes to get active with some big turn bluffs. That's kind of his thing.
Plus, for sure, I think you should.
This would be a crazy one though. Oh, it just makes the call. Okay, interesting. Brick on the river.
$2.
And Miles gets the win and the bounty. Everyone has to pay an extra $2. Nice little pot there for Miles with the 6-9. This is why we play the game. If we weren't playing it, this pot never would have happened.
You guys don't want today?
Oh, he's up there. Wait, is that not
Alex still firmly in the chip lead, $269.
okay, can you sit or tell me the place camera go?
As we approach the 1 hour mark of the stream.
Hey, on my way home, I'm like, Rory,
It's kind of out of the way from here. Afterwards. Yeah, it's not on there.
like, how long is that?
It'll be like 15 minutes. 15, 20
It's like
minutes.
north,
7.
or south?
No, it's like
East?
north.
Ace 10 for E-money. Gonna make it $7. Pretty big raise to open up with here. Alex is in there with the 10-5. Gonna go heads up here. Jack 3-8. Both players miss, so in these situations, whoever is the aggressor usually ends up winning the pot. Yep. Elliot checks it over to Alex and probably just going to take this one down here, unless Elliot wants to get sticky with ace high, which he does. 5 on the turn, giving Alex the best hand.
No, you need a camera.
Oh, we need.
You know, they used to film with the cameras underneath in the glass.
Right.
Alex going to continue betting here, it looks like, although I'm not sure if he's betting for value or protection or just even bluffing at this point. So Elliot's actually going to block bet for $7. Interesting. Didn't want to face a larger bet, perhaps, by Alex. 4 on the river. Looks like Elliot's going to fire out a bluff here. I'm really not sure if this line is believable, though. Like, I don't know what hand is checking on the flop and then calling and then blocking turn and then betting river. I think I would probably call here if I were Alex, because Elliot's line doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Unless he's, like, getting super tricky with an overpair or something like that. But I actually think this is a call with just a 5. I mean, maybe, like, 6-7 of spades gets there. But that's, like, 6-7 of hearts, 6-7 of spades. That's one combo of hands that gets there. 2 combos. I think I would call here if I were Alex with just a 5. And I think he'll find it. Because the line doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, what is... Yeah, nice call there. Elliot getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And the 5 is good. Nice call there from Alex. Pieced the pieces of the puzzle together and figured it out. Nicely done. And Alex is our first person over the $300 mark tonight, up to $315. Wish you were here to see this lane. He's on fire so far to start. $3 straddle from Miles, so it looks like we've moved on to just playing a 1-3 game at this point.
Are you sure he's good, Alex? Is he in the right place?
Andrew holding his cards up very high for the camera to see.
Just tell him to search Sutter Game Phase 2.
Alex will limp in with Jack 6 of spades. Fun fact, Jack 6 actually used to be my favorite hand back in the day when I played on Poker Now.
15.
$15 3-bet from Vish. Or I guess 16 with ace-9 of hearts. I like this. Looks like it's going to get through. I don't think Alex is making this call. So nice move here from Vish.
I do have position. I don't like how much he has left.
Yeah, Vish basically committing himself with only $27 behind.
Since half the table's gone.
You would have hit it. Couple runs.
Looks like they're running it out for fun. I believe Alex folded there.
Good fold. No, he would have kept bluffing anyway.
Whatever you just jammed, you would have.
You raised 16.
Vish back up to 50 big blinds now.
What was the initial board? 5, 8, 8.
Yeah.
You jam there, you just kind even if
I believe Alex is, yeah, Alex is the only one up money now. Miles up $2, but everyone else in the hole. Vish down 150, and everyone else down a little bit. Alex dominating this table so far. Hand number 24. Queen 9 offsuit for E-money. Gonna open it up to $3. Jack 6 for Vish. Makes the call. Aces for Rory. Big one here. 3 bets to 15. E-money makes the call. Vish gets out of the way. A little bit loose from E-money here. See if he can outflop the aces. And he does not. King 3-4. Probably going to be a C-bet and the end of this hand here. $12 from Rory, continuing to tell a convincing story. I think Elliot is just going to let this one go now. And he does. And Rory officially back in the black now. Up to $200. Nice job by him crawling all the way back.
Like he won or he lost? What did he tell you? He told me 5. That's good.
$2 straddle from Alex here. Looks like we're just going to run the permanent straddle from now on. Or at least especially from Miles and Alex. Andrew opening to 6 with the pocket 6s. Perhaps a little sizing tell there. But I believe 6 is probably the opening size for a straddle anyway. Alex and Miles in there with Queen 10 and 9-4. Ace 5 deuce. Andrew still in the lead with his pocket 6s. Might be able to just take this one down with the C bet, although I think Alex potentially might stick around.
At 10%.
Andrew checks back the 6s though. I think he should have bet there, but certainly understandable.
Oh, there it is.
Jack on the turn. Probably just gonna check around again.
If you want me to check, I'll check. Oh, okay. I check.
It does check around on the turn. And 10 on the river gives Miles the winner. He might just value bet here. It looks like he will. I don't think he's going to get any callers. I think that with the way Andrew played this, he was just hoping to get to showdown. And it's probably going to muck now. With the straight and the flush both getting there. It is a very small bet, though. Very enticing. This is why I think I would have liked to see Andrew bet on the flop. Because your hand is so vulnerable with pocket sixes. Nice nice value bet there from Miles, extracting an extra $4 from Andrew. My guy, Mr. Low with the big stack. Yes, Alex doing very well today. Basically the only one up right now. I'm doing great. How about you? King Queen for Miles on the button. Opens to $4, 2 callers. E-money with Ace-6. Alex with the 8s, interesting decision to not 3-bet there, but, you know, not wanting to play a huge pot with 8s is understandable.
It's the 9 clubs.
Looks like the action tracker is bugging a little bit. Gonna have Han manually input right here. 5, 8, 9. Oh, Alex with the absolutes. Basically the nuts. No one's ever gonna have 7-6 here. Surely not. Checks through on the flop. Oh, 6 on the turn. Not what Alex was looking for. Although, you know, nobody here with much else, so Alex should still take this one down, but he can't be feeling great after seeing that turn card.
He finally decides to show up. $6.
And our 7th player is finally here. Omkar making an appearance. An hour and 30 minutes into the game. So Elliot makes the call here, drawn to a chop. Oh my god, that is gross. Ace on the river. Elliot making 2 pair, thinking he's good, and Alex shows him the 3-8s, continuing to just dominate the table, up to $352 now. And that is, wow, a quick demise for Elliot after being the early chip leader. Pretty much his entire stack going to Alex. And that is our 3rd victim of the night, Elliot. The 3rd rebuy so far. Let's try to get to 8 rebuys. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for here today. Alrighty, so Omkar sits down at the table now. Excited to see him. I don't think I've ever played with him before. So, interested to learn what he plays like.
How do I say Omkar in? How do I say the name?
Ben, are we still going to Capital after this? You still down for Capital? Alrighty, Omkar joins in from the big blind. Alright, Ben, we'll figure it out. We'll see how much. We'll see if I'm up. You know, it's 50-50. 50% chance I lose money and I don't want to go after. So Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll get in contact with you if I'm up. Kings for E-money here. Just making the call. Really, really not a huge fan of that. I think you... Kings is one of those hands. I'll check at 330. Sounds good. Yeah, I think you really just got to raise here. With 3 callers in front of you. 5, 3, 4. Not much happening so far. Andrew and Vish, both with the bottom end of a gutter. Miles with bottom pair. Would fully expect Elliot to bet here with kings. $10 from Elliot. Yeah, I think kings is like just not... I know it's the second best starting hand in poker, but it's not really a good enough hand to slow play with pre-flop, especially multi-way. If you're heads up, I see some merit in it, but multi-way, it's just so vulnerable to the ace. Or even a board like this where, you know, 4 to a straight, you're really not feeling amazing about your hand. I think he probably still feels confident, but I don't think Elliot's feeling amazing right now. Looks like he is going to bet out, though, and most likely just take this one down here. $20 from E-money. Should get the job done. Andrew can't really call here with a dummy gutter and 2 overs with no flush draw. Let's it go, and Elliot still scoops in a nice pot.
It was because you had enough troops left on that next turn. Oh no, you
No, it's because I hit the cards.
yeah, you had just taken my cards.
Yeah.
You took me back.
I appreciate it.
Give me a good hand. I've seen worse hands.
Vish limps in with Jack 9. Miles opening it up to $4 with King Jack offsuit. E-money's in there, as always. Alex and Omkar in there as well. Andrew's going to let it go, though. Five ways to the flop. King 3 deuce. Top pair for Miles as the aggressor. Should be c-betting here. Yeah, Miles is a half pot c-bet guy. I used to go half pot, but I've been trying to use multiple sizes, so I don't really use half pot as much anymore, but half pot is usually the standard size for continuation betting. E-money calls with the gutter. Omkar and Vish are gone, so we're heads up to the turn. Needs an ace or a 5 here. Does not get it. 6 is a pretty innocuous card, although 4-5 does get there. Miles, though, with no fear, continues to bet. Wow, is Elliot going to make this call? That seems like a pretty loose call here. Not really getting the right odds, but I believe that is the Joker, which we use as the 3 of diamonds because the 3 of diamonds doesn't work on the scanner. Yep, that was the Joker. Pretty sure Miles is still going to bet here. I mean, he could consider just check calling because Elliot has actually shown a lot of strength. But yeah, I think King Jack is good enough to value bet here. I think he should kind of just jam. He has less than pot behind. Really depends on what he's putting Elliot on. Looks like 45. Would expect a quick fold here from E-money. Don't really think you could justify calling this one off with just ace 4 high. $55 is the bet from Miles, leaving himself a little behind, and Elliot lets it go. Yeah, I think the call on the flop is fine. The call on the turn is probably a little too loose. Only drawing to the ace or the 5. Nice pot for Miles. He jumps into the profit zone. $158 in the stack now.
Wait, so who actually early? Who bought at 4?
3:30.
And you're using community?
2.
2?
2.
2 there, okay. We gotta do 2 more. Yeah.
I can just say those are forever.
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, were we good to 2:15?
Yeah, because I'm supposed to make infinity. So you can change it.
I'll play for that last 15.
Okay.
$3.
Ace-10 for Miles. Another premium. He'll open it up to $3. Looks like a solid hand that Andrew picked up. 10-7 offsuit. Vish and Alex also in there. Ace-9-5. Top pair for Miles and Alex, but Miles outkicks him. Although Alex does have the backdoor diamonds working.
No, I didn't try. What happened?
Everyone check. Now you have information.
Nice.
Miles going half pot again, $6. Alex obviously not going anywhere. I think everyone else is gonna get out of the way. Six on the turn. Bad card for Alex as there are no chop outs now. Really small bet from Miles, $8. I think putting Alex on the correct hand here, trying to keep him in. Deuce on the river. Miles checks it over. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 3 diamonds. Okay. And Alex obviously going to check this one back. No reason to turn his hand into a bluff, although he did have the ace of diamonds. Way too much showdown value there to bluff.
I have 10 of diamonds, so I'm like,
Nice job from Alex, not losing too much more there, although the deuce of diamonds river is fortunate. I believe Miles would have bet any other river, any other non-diamond river.
If I bet though, how much do you call?
$181 for Miles now, creeping up on that number 2 position for stack size.
So is it
yeah, but if you actually jam, that's gonna fold.
Gone that hand 3 times in a row.
2 different decks.
Deuces for Omkar. He's in there. Looks like we have another $3 straddle from Miles. And Vish is going to stick it in. $36 with pocket sixes. I think Miles would give action here. Oh, he does. Just jam over the top. Okay. And Omkar obviously not going to be calling deuces here. Yeah. This is a flip here, although Miles apparently with 56% equity. I can't remember if a 6 was folded, but I'm assuming that's why. Those percentages that you see account for the dead cards. Ace 7-5, very clean flop for Vish. 3 of clubs on the turn. And he hits the 10 on the river. Miles stacking Vish. Wow. Vish down 2 bullets early, not even halfway through the game. That's a sick river there for him.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's so gross. Vish going for the 3rd bullet now.
You didn't get there last time, you get there this time. Just ask your dealer.
Well, ask the dealer.
Wait, does anyone have drum?
So yeah, that should put Miles firmly in second position. Still trailing Alex for the chip lead, but healthy profit now.
He wasn't there. I'm sure the guy didn't.
Oh yeah. I see how that. Can I see that?
Jason to the house.
I got it, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
I did fold that the turn.
This, you fold it, or?
No, this is the shuffle.
Okay.
I've been helping him.
Okay, thank you.
4.
I'm looking at.
Folds around to Vish on the button, ace 10 of hearts.
No, 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 please no, please no.
There are. It was you.
If you normally fold, you
That'd be very good.
Yeah.
if you
I would normally fold that.
okay, wait, go for the fold then. Okay.
Gonna get through here.
Ready, thrash.
I'll see the one out.
Oh, oh, oh my god.
I swing it a minute.
Oh shit.
I think Miles would have cracked the ace 10, so Vish very happy to see that run out there. That would have materialized. I think looking at the table dynamics right now, I'm probably going to open a little bigger when I do sit down, just because it looks like a lot of people are calling pretty loose. And, you know, for me personally, I prefer to play as many heads up or, you know, at most 3-way pots as possible. Don't really like to play those multi-way 4 or 5-way pots. It's just harder to navigate. So I think I'll be upping my bet sizing a little bit here today. Looks like a straddle and a call from Omkar. Miles Ace King, obviously gonna be bumping this one up.
Like the 5 blues that he has. It's a straddle?
Yep, $8. Standard with the straddle and the call. Alex is in there. Don't see Omkar going anywhere after calling the straddle. He's getting the right price at least. Does make the call, so we're 3 ways to the flop. 8-9-5, very good flop for Omkar. 2 overs and an open-ended straight draw. Alex with the gutter. Miles whiffs, but does have backdoor clubs working. And Alex gonna bet out $11 here. Quick call from Omkar. Miles coming along as well. 9 on the turn, might slow down some of the action here, unless Alex wants to continue telling his story. I think Omkar's gonna bet here, which I agree with. Enough equity to justify it as a semi-bluff. Forces Miles to let go of the best hand. And I don't really think Alex can call either, with just a gutter and 1 over. Alex doesn't want to, but I believe he's going to relinquish this one. Nice play from Omkar. Yeah, really good opportune semi-bluff there. And yeah, nice play. Doesn't show the table. Table probably thinks he has a 9. I think Omkar has a little bit of a nittier image, but showing us that he's capable of making some bluffs. Nice play there. Scooping an $80 pot.
I think I was drawing to
I think they reduced odds the new update.
Straddle from Omkar to $2.
and that's the power of
Yeah, nice hand there from Omkar. Like the way he played that one.
I'm confused.
Vish tightening up, folding the ace 3. $4 from Miles, raises with the 9-5 of spades. I think Omkar will defend here. Yeah, 8-4 is just a call there, always. And 8-10-4, great flop for Omkar. Good start for him. I think Miles might continue here. Yep. Omkar obviously not going anywhere. This will be really interesting if we get a spade here on the turn.
Looking ahead,
It's not a spade, but it is a 6. Miles picking up a little bit of equity. 4 outs now. I don't think he's going to continue betting, though. This is really not a board that favors him as the pre-flop aggressor. And yeah, he does check back. Oh, and he just bangs 7 on the river. Oh, that's so sick. Oh my god, he hits the 4-outer.
What was that?
That's weakness.
You know, it is his game, so understandable that he is running good. I don't see how Omkar can fold. I guess he's losing to both a 9 and a 5, but you're not really putting Miles on those cards here. I think he's just going to have to, like, side call here. And, yeah, that's just a sick river card. Miles had a double gutter to the same card and then hit that card. Just unbelievable. I don't really think Omkar can get away here. I think he just has to flick it in and he'll see the bad news. And 2 pair for Omkar. Miles scooping in another nice one. Up to $239 here.
I would have called that if I was Omkar.
Yeah, you can't really blame Omkar for calling. I think he kind of has to. His hand is so under rep there, considering he checked 3 times. Like, Miles could conceivably be value betting worse. Miles up to $240 now. Let's see if he can hang on this time. 20 minutes left for him before I sub in. If you guys were here last live stream, he basically lost all of his profit on the last hand of the night. So I think he'll probably play a little safer today after what happened last week. $3 open from Vish 7-6 of diamonds. I feel like we've seen that hand a lot today. 7-6 of diamonds. Oh my god, Miles pocket kings. He is running hot right now, picking up premium after premium. Elliot, though, looking like he's not going anywhere. Gonna make the call. Yeah, it looks like Vish makes the call as well. Pseudo connector, good hand to call with. Unfortunately, he has one of his outs blocked by Elliot. King Deuce 8, that should be the end of this hand. Miles top set, not much for anyone else. Elliot, though, reaching for chips. Man, he's here to play today. I'm not sure what the $6 bet accomplishes here. I think I don't mind the play after Miles shows weakness here. I think I would have bet a little bigger though. See if Miles can figure it out and just make the call here. And he does. Giving him some rope. Ace on the turn though might shut down the action. That is definitely a card that's better for the 3-better, and I think Elliot is probably going to shut down on this card. I think if we're a lower card, I would continue barreling. Oh, he is going to continue barreling. Okay. $10. Again, I like the idea. I think it's just a little too small. Like, you're not really getting anything to fold here. And that'll be the end of this hand as Miles bumps it up here to $25. Don't see Elliot making this call. I think Elliot's realizing now. Got his hand caught in the cookie jar. You know, he could jam over the top. Obviously, we see Miles is not going to fold, but we've seen crazier bluffs here at THP. I think this is just a fold here, though. Yeah. I like the idea behind the bet on the flop. I just think it's a little too small. Nice pot there from Miles. Up to 275 now. Miles shows the table the pocket kings. And he is creeping up on Alex now. for the chip lead.
Wow, I see 5. Can we get a Ethan comes in doing like redraw for
Redraw.
Put Ethan in the dark gloomy corner, bro.
Yep, 309 for Alex. Only a $30 lead on Miles now for the chip lead. Not too surprising. Alex and Miles, usually pretty profitable at these games. But with the way they play, definitely some variance in there. They like to play a little more higher variance than I do with some of the lines they take. But will also get paid more often because of their image. Vish opens it up with Queen Jack offsuit. Alex in there with King 5. Omkar's in there. See if Andrew decides to 3-bet here. I don't mind either way. He can just call. That's fine as well. Ten, 9, 7 open-ended for Vish. Omkar with the most equity, but can't be feeling great about his hand. Would expect a c-bet from Vish, and that might just take it down. Ooh, I don't know about this check. I think Vish should be c-betting here. I understand the flop isn't as good for him as the Razor with all these middling cards, but I think I'd like to see a c-bet there. Kind of clear out, you know, hands that are technically ahead of you, like, you know, Ace 5, some sort of King X, King 6 of clubs, something like that. Alex makes the call, or actually Alex is the one betting out with just King High. Andrew calls, Vish calls.
I'll take King 7 out right now.
And Andrew actually ahead now with King Jack High. King High still good on the turn. Alex gonna continue telling a story. Basically drawing dead. $15. I don't think that's big enough. I think Andrew and Vish are probably both gonna call. Kind of a tough spot for Vish now after Andrew calls. You know, if you assume, let's say you're assuming your spade outs are dead because someone has a flush, then it's not worth it. So it's actually a tough spot. As you can see, Vish only 15% equity here, but he does make the call. Ace on the river, bricks out. Andrew just mucks the best hand. That's, oh my god. If Alex checks this and Andrew sees he's good, this is gonna be so sick. I don't think Alex is gonna check. Yeah, he's gonna bet out, but yeah, nicely done from Alex there. Found the right size on the flop and the turn. Really nicely done. I think if I would have liked to see Vish bet there on the flop. I think that's kind of where he lost the hand, giving up the betting lead to Alex. You know, Alex is a guy who's gonna pounce as soon as he senses weakness. And that's just the power position right there. Betting 3 times from the button with complete error and gets it done. Nicely played there by Alex.
Rory, you missed your chance. Please. I have it included in the stack.
You look at it.
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Alright, yeah, I don't know.
Queen Jack for Alex. Omkar with pocket 4s. Andrew picking up Ace King. Get a 3-bet. Basically half his stack, committing himself here.
Forgot you could raise.
You can low-key call with that. Let's see it.
No, that's not.
And the 3-bet's gonna get through from Andrew. Nicely done.
I have such a great hand.
Oh, you didn't go.
Oh, thank God.
Bang.
Oh, thank God you guys folded it. Oh, thank God.
Oh, you don't want.
Oh, I hate it.
Looks like Andrew would have bricked out with the Ace King, so happy to see everyone fold there.
Thank God you guys folded it.
I'm gonna go all in. One doesn't.
When we hop in. For 15 minutes?
Yeah.
What time is it?
You're doing that at 2:30.
2:15. I'm still showing people.
Or when are you tapping out?
What?
When is he tapping out?
He'll tap out at 2:15.
I mean,
Unless you're only till 2:30. Yeah.
what time is it? Oh, wait.
Almost 2. Yeah, I feel like I can play poker.
Hand 37, we're approaching the halfway mark now of the stream.
Should we run it back tonight after work?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, I forgot to ask that.
Everyone's gonna be out of town.
What is it?
E-Money limps in with 5-4 offsuits. Alex does as well with 10-9. Omkar raises it up with pocket 7s. Andrew makes the call on the button. I think we'll see. Yep, calls from E-Money and Alex, so we're 4 ways to the flop.
Oh yeah. Oh
3-3 deuce. Good flop for E-Money, but a better one for Omkar as he is not concerned at all. Gonna continue bet here, I'm sure. No reason to slow down. $7 from Omkar. Andrew makes the call with the flush draw. I wonder why he has 48% equity here. That seems kind of crazy. Yep, maybe that's why. Bangs the flush on the turn. And I think this is where Omkar's going to slow down. Goes check, check. Let's see if Andrew decides to trap here. And he's going to stick it in. That'll be the end of this hand. Not sure if you guys can hear that, but it sounds like something exciting is happening right now. So we'll see it together in about 5 minutes on the screen.
I was so attached.
What did you have?
So the 7's actually dead, so Omkar's only outs are the 2 3s left in the deck. I don't really see him making this call. I mean, I guess it's possible, but yeah. Good fold there from Omkar. Andrew with a nice double up, basically.
Yeah, flush is there.
Already
Yeah, what I'm talking about. Too much red, they all look the same.
Why you're back so light over there, Andrew?
Okay, so I was jamming because I thought it was king of diamonds, right? Because I had queen 7 of hearts, so I was like, I could rep the king here and try to get them to fold. If not, I'm just playing for a draw.
You already had the heart.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was. I thought it was
So it sounds like Andrew didn't even realize he had a flush there, which is why he jammed.
Too late, that's
It is a little difficult to see the board from seat 1, so understandable with the 4 red cards that he was a little confused. Folds around to Andrew, Jack 6 from the cutoff. Would expect him to play. Vish raises $2 $5 with ace jack of hearts. Ace 8 from Miles. Looks like he's in there. Andrew flicks it in as well.
Never give up.
8, 4, 7 top pair for Miles. Gutter and backdoors for Andrew. Backdoor flush draw for Vish. See if he wants to c-bet here. He's going to check it back. I think that's a smart play here. 10 on the turn. 10 of diamonds giving Andrew some additional outs. $2 from Miles. Obviously Andrew's not folding. Puts in the raise to $8.
No, Miles, don't call.
Miles makes the call.
Miles, check.
I bet 2.
raised to 9.
Yeah, plenty of equity for Andrew. He's actually 41% to win this hand. Any jack, diamond, 9 or 5. 3 is no help though. Probably just gonna go check check.
No, I break everything. I break my fucking straight.
Miles takes it down. Yeah, I don't know if a bluff works on the river there. I think with Ace-8, Miles might have decided to get sticky. Because it feels like a flush draw when Andrew raises on the turn.
Try to get multiple, like, second pairing somehow calls.
Shout out, Alex. Shout out for everyone. Every single one. Do blue?
It's so profitable if you do that.
Pocket queens for Omkar. First premium he's gotten. $6 open. Oh my god. Kings for Miles. This is crazy.
30 bro. 30 fine. Actually, no, there ain't no 30 yet. 25 sure.
Miles 3-betting. Looks like pretty small. $13. Pretty sure Omkar is going to 4-bet. Ethan dealing with headphones on. Of course, he's got to lock in. You know, even when he's dealing. Adam, how did Taiwan go? How much did you end up profiting at APT? Oh, there's the 4-bet, and pretty sure this is just gonna get all in here. Kings and queens. Minus 6K? No way. Did you play cash too? I thought you I saw you had some good finishes. 2 close calls. Queen on the flop for Omkar here. Oh, 10, an additional out now for Miles. And he gets there! And he gets there again. Oh my god. No way. They are running it twice, but Omkar just burned one of his queens. 6-3-4. Yeah, that's such a sick run out. Wow, and Omkar gets stacked. Miles taking the chip lead now and gonna run with that money after I sub him out. What a sick, sick run out on that first board. Adam, how did June and Jacob do? Worse than me? Damn, no. I have a friend who is gonna go play the one in Incheon, like the Korean one, I think in August. I was thinking about going out there, but I honestly just don't have the bankroll. Team USA got cooked. Is June even Team USA though? He's basically Team Korea. You guys will be there? Okay. Yeah, if I can make enough money to afford the trip, I'd want to be there, but it hasn't been looking great with how I've been running recently at casinos.
Where does it say buttons?
Yeah, where does it say buttons? So it should be here.
Yeah. No, that makes sense because I just traveled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's just in this. You were a small blind last.
Yeah, let me see if we can get.
So you are.
Yeah.
Just go play cash for a month in Vegas this summer. Is Vegas really better for cash games? Like I've been like 3 times and I really didn't feel like the games were any better. Like I played at Wynn, I thought those games were okay, but when I went to Bellagio, like everyone was so tight. And like obviously I'm only playing 1-3. I'm not gonna be playing higher stakes than that right now with my bankroll. Sevens for Miles. He continues to just pick up premiums every hand. In the summer? Okay. I might check it out then. I was thinking about I've been thinking about moving out to Dallas, like trying to find a job out there. Cause I heard the poker scene out there is really good. King 10 for E-money. Probably not loving this flop though with the 3 spades. I think I'd like to see Elliot bet here. Although actually, I believe Miles is the aggressor, so maybe just check it over to him, check call. I think betting is fine though as well. It'll work here. Miles obviously not gonna be calling with just an under pair, no spade.
Oh yeah, any oh.
All right, it's 2:14, so I will commentate one last hand, and then Miles will be commentating the rest of the way. Pretty sick what's been happening so far. As you can see, the VPIPs all above 40% except for Rory, who's playing much closer to GTO. Overbet monotone flop. Yeah, I mean, the sizing may be a little off, but it does get the job done. Gets through. Although he did have the best hand there, so maybe he didn't need to do that. Ace 10 for Vish opens to $3. Miles just flatting with Ace 9 of spades here. I would like to see Elliot 3-bet here. 7's a little small. Would like to see him go a little bigger, but I do like the 3-bet with Jack 10 suited. Alex is in there, obviously Vish and Miles going nowhere. 4 ways to the flop with 3 aces blocking each other, so Jack 10 in pretty good shape. Although Vish flops the 10 with a higher kicker. So we could see the money get in here pretty quickly. Elliot only $44 behind. Obviously we'll be c-betting here. Oh, he just wow, okay. Interesting. Very interesting decision to check the 10 there. Might help him ultimately get away here, but I still think he's getting stacked here a lot of the time. Alex seeing the weak checks on the flop gonna bet, and it's not gonna work unfortunately, as both Vish and Elliot with top pair. Elliot makes a call. I think there are some rivers he can get away here, but I think he's probably getting stacked. Yeah, the deuce is not really one I'd be worried about. See if Alex... Yeah, he just checks. I think Vish should probably just jam here, because Elliot's going to check back. So Ace 10 is absolutely strong enough to be jamming here. Oh, he just bets 15. Wow, really small. Okay. Don't see Elliot folding here. Although with Alex behind, it's a little scary. But he does have top pair, and his hand is pretty under-repped after not betting the flop. Ah, Elliot does stick it in though.
So 18 more call.
You could find a fold. I don't think I would ever fold.
18 more to call, yeah, price.
Elliot does decide to stick it in, and Vish obviously gonna make the call.
We win.
Elliot sees the bad news. And buy-in number 2 gone for Elliot. Vish crawling back out of the hole a little bit here. And that is going to be it for me, guys. Miles will be subbing in now shortly. And you guys will see me on the screen. So enjoyed it, everyone, and see you guys shortly.
Why is everyone checking the 10?
I thought about it. Yeah, when he checked, I was like, okay. Shit, good luck to you if the club comes out. Good luck to you. No protection needed. Probably so
Mine too. Geez.
I think you as well. I need one more of this.
Just pull it.
I'll play no money.
Pull the money.
Wait, what the hell? I need a yellow card.
Wait, can I take a loan out real quick, guys?
Wait, then is this your last hand? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'll give you action, Ethan.
Rory's been sleeping, bro. Rory's been sleeping.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude.
But I picked up such a GTO hand I have to play it.
Such a GT, what does that mean?
Oh, good last
Oh my
hand.
god. Fuck me, bro. Oh, sorry. Check.
Ladder.
Miles, do you want to count?
You?
It's caffeine.
Can you, do you mind grabbing some wraps?
He's got
Empty
the
ones.
wrong one. I know. I mean, I don't know if he's kept one so far.
Is that enough?
Probably not.
Check.
Oh, but you just do.
Yeah, because I gotta be corner date.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Remember what I had?
Yeah, you have. Yeah. 18.
I know.
No longer.
Can you see?
I don't beat
What?
anything. Oh, there's a 9 o'clock.
Can we see?
I hit there.
Miles, 300 against it.
Okay.
How much is that?
Maybe for one.
But that's lucky hidden, right? You know? Lucky
We have no dealer. We have no dealer.
I'll deal. I'll keep it.
I'll deal. What are those guys saying? You gotta
Do
call top. You
do you
gotta
want to deal?
call top.
Like,
I can, but you want to.
I'd rather go.
Oh, really?
why would you
I said that I was gonna do before.
That is true. He told us
Yeah,
that.
feel good there.
I'm messing with you.
You can get back to the action.
Plus, I don't have to do action track.
No, stay.
No, I'm messing with you. I know.
You want to hop in here?
Sure, I'll play it.
Like, 300.
And then.
I'll play with this doc shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Alex is getting double kill for me. Whereas I can just try and
Oh, but you gotta, yeah.
until I triple.
Oh, you just
Until I triple up, yeah,
He
yeah.
can't come and sit down. He's coming to sit. Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, if you want that seat.
Miles.
Wait, can we redraw for seats?
Oh, or redraw for seats. Now,
Redraw for seats?
make a redraw for seats. Yes.
That's a bad seat. I need a shakeout, for real.
Do you just want me to do
Really good. That's how it goes. I was up the other 2 times.
No, my pay.
Law averages. Okay, I win. Not at this, I win. Yeah.
This one's Ethan's. This one's Omkar's.
Oh my god, I was about to sit
No,
down.
it's Chubb's there. No, it's Chubb's.
I'm
Okay, so highest card is over.
Here.
No, over there. And
So
lowest card
what
over
is
here.
it?
So I get to sit there.
Wait, teams?
Rory AJ is here. Or sorry.
No, Han's right there. Rory, you're right there.
I'm right there.
No, this is
go.
Ethan's seat. Or
No. We can move Ethan. No, actually, just leave Ethan. That's fine.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll be to the right of the ace. Is that right?
Yeah, you will be right there. Han will be right there. You'll be right there. Chop will be right here.
Got it.
Let's go, dude. I see.
Cho, you'll be right here.
Wait, what?
You'll be right here. Chung will sit here.
No, put Chung here.
All right, guys. Good to see everyone here. Thanks for joining.
Who's the 10? Vish? Yeah. You're right here. Okay.
I'm the 5.
And then you're the 5.
Thanks for joining. Oh, I see Ben Lee was in the chat. Adam's in the chat.
Hey, good luck.
Force me to lock in over
You're in
here.
the corner of doom, bro. Let's go.
And the person.
Shove was here. Omkar playing tonight.
I can feel profit powers now. Sitting here. I'm gonna start calling it. Yeah. Hey, Miles. Was it still? Is that you? I'll set you up as well.
Okay.
I should have pulled that one.
I like this.
You get close to the charge. You blind. Is that yours?
What are you
Yeah,
at?
it's just like the guy that I play. like straight on, so I might have to turn it around.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Alright, just getting resituated here. Just switch between me and Ethan. I think he's coming in for 100. And then we did a little quick seat shuffle. So that's why everyone's standing up. But a little bit of an earlier stream today. Hopefully you guys like it. Let us know in the comments or let us know in the chat if you prefer earlier sessions or later sessions.
There was one specific hand I really like what you did. One where you were just bluffing with like K9.
Oh, that one.
Hey, can I just not play with this sensitive?
I didn't
Yeah,
think
here,
it was
cover it,
good,
cover it.
but I was gonna get smaller. I think.
No, I only got through
Alright,
like
keep
check
it
the
in
follow.
for now.
Yeah, let's check the flop.
Thank you for doing
You got like queen
And then
jack
here,
on
it's
9-7.
you just sent it?
Oh, yeah.
Action's about to start right back up, so give us a second and we will be.
That's the advantage of position.
Yeah.
Okay, then Andrew, you want to add on?
Yeah, I just said these
Oh,
questions.
the
We'll be right back in the action.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like saying you should call. Like I didn't think that was a hero call.
I know, but like.
Yeah. Like I was like, Elliot's line doesn't make sense. Like I would just call here with a 5. I was like, I'm pretty sure Alex is gonna call here. Like he's gonna line.
We get
Yeah, okay, Alex, you're gonna update stacks. I'll get everyone's kind of like quick.
I don't move it.
So, from here, so if Andrew's here, I'm sitting.
Yeah,
One,
it's
two,
actually
three,
small,
four,
but it's still
five.
nice.
Five.
That's a bigger.
I don't remember you making any
No,
calls.
this is one.
You got fucked up.
Oh, yeah. Because
No.
one and five.
Yeah. How'd you lose your first bet?
I ran to
Rory,
did Rory have roller
six.
the 5-5?
Oh.
Yeah, was
Yeah. No, I don't know. Your bet was way too small.
I was very small, yeah.
Like I like the idea
Uh-huh.
because it's theoretically more you're gonna connect with that well, but
Do I
like
take
you bet so
Yeah,
small.
so
It's
me and
like
Ethan.
I feel like you would have clubbed down to a 4.
Really? Okay.
Like obviously as a straight there's things aren't folding, but
By the river.
yeah, I'm saying like if he just had ace 4 because that's like essentially what you're trying to fold. Right?
200.
How much?
200.
200.
Okay. I was thinking ace 4.
Rory.
Alright.
I think
Rory
ace
and
4
five.
doesn't fold against me. After
So what were you trying to get?
I was trying to get hard draws.
Or is it?
Wait, what
H
is that?
and
H8.
What did you have again? Like jack
Jack
high?
six,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Easier to say from. Should king go? King switches to from that.
No, man, you said chop.
Check. Alright, cool.
You don't like the chingle?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay,
Okay, no,
let me
it's
get a
fine.
stat count from everyone.
Wait, do I even buy in for 200? Like the 2 deeps I just left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One
Do you mind?
It's up to you.
100 is close.
Go 100.
Go 100. You said go 100.
Ethan, you're in for the.
Wait, Miles. I'll just take the 100 from you.
Oh, okay, so I put you.
I didn't realize you guys were both.
Yeah.
So like, I'll try to.
100. Okay.
Alright.
This is
I
the
need stat
remaining-
counts from everyone.
I'm also down to reset
I
it.
think it's 100. No, 100 to 100.
Okay, flat?
Yeah.
Alright. So just to recap,
No,
before,
137.
before you can you take over track?
127.
Just to recap,
37.
I'm in for 100.
Oh,
Omkar's in
137,
for
yeah.
100.
30 cents.
Yeah, 37.
Vish.
It looks like the audio got cut off here for a second.
Or you choose one.
Yep.
The mic's muted by the way, so just turn it on.
Alright. Hey, look.
Wait. Sorry, give me 1 second.
How's everyone doing today?
Well, he did get the ace.
But also the
How's everyone doing today?
Highest card. Okay.
Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Hopefully everyone's got something planned for their moms. Okay, looks like the action is underway.
starts on you. Vish. Wait.
The button.
Yeah, Zilla is on.
All right, here we go.
Everyone folded on the board.
Vish sitting about 140 deep, folds the 6 deuce.
I'll take down the blind.
Han sitting in, I think, for 15 minutes, so we'll see what he's able to get done here with his $100 buy-in. Picks up ace jack in the first hand, gonna raise it up to $4. And Omkar, the only person to make the call. Little 40-60 split here.
Like was checking the opener to check, right? Because like,
King to queen ten.
yeah. Because like that, like you just open the door. You
King 10
You
queen.
gave up the betting lead when you had someone there.
Han flopping the joint,
Generally, you don't want to give up the betting lead, especially not
holding the nuts on the flop. Gonna get a bet call,
10, 9, 7.
I assume. Yeah, go small, only $3.
That's fair. I mean, it's not a great flop. It is.
Omkar drawing pretty slim. King on the turn brings in a couple more outs. Any 9, 10, or queen will give Omkar a boat. I'm gonna check. Han bet $10. And with his newfound equity, I don't think Omkar is going to be going anywhere here. Actually putting in a raise. Han going all in immediately.
I thought he was up. He was like 5 times.
Unfortunately, there's no redraws. Just has to pray he's not up against a boat, but highly unlikely
No.
given the pre-flop action.
It was like so late at night because our time zone
Don't
was
really see how.
so I didn't really have time to like ask, so I just like scrolled.
I guess Omkar might be able to get away. Has 58 left.
You have 5 more dollars.
Knows he is still losing to King, Queen, King 10. Ace, King even. But a man can hope.
Or maybe he was playing like one of those like super rich like
Let's see if he's disciplined enough to lay this one down.
people. They don't care what they do.
Han did say he was going to go all in on the first hand he got. Just really unfortunate for Omkar that he's running into Han with the nuts here.
Oh, you are not holding that. Come on.
No, it's not.
If you're right, you're not.
Please stop talking. Just let him think.
Wait, can you hear like us talking and like when you're?
I can hear it, but I set it to like kind of low on the
Dude, I kept talking and every time I talk, everyone would hit.
Do we think Omkar can get away from this one?
Wait, Vish, am I driving you back too, or are you?
Oh no, I got it right up.
Okay, cool.
Did you hear me?
I'm not driving the other direction, bro. Fuck you. It's like it's the wrong direction.
What do you have to do today?
Better stop than drive too fast.
You don't want to kiss the leg?
Omkar deep in the tank.
If I had liked it, I would. I really don't think. I created it yesterday.
Oh, from Ben?
Yeah. We'll figure something out.
We'll put the function on. Dude, don't kiss the leg, are you kidding me? Now you want to play poker. This is my fault.
Yep.
I'm happy.
Sticks in a call.
Are you with myself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hoping he can
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
get a board to pair.
All you need is a 9.
25% here.
I was just worried if those were shot calls.
Bang!
It's like a deuce.
You didn't click right front.
Yeah.
Click back.
Yeah.
And then call. And then, yeah.
Deuce of clubs.
The prophet has spoken.
Prophet saying it's going to be a chop.
So sick.
3 of clubs. No chop this time.
I know, right? That's insane.
No chop this time, unfortunately, for Omkar.
I don't know.
You just won.
I don't know if I can.
You flopped that, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Like, Han never has a full house there, so it's like, it feels like you're dead. It's just ace jack.
Do you have the number? Can you send it to Miles?
Maybe Omkar thinking that Han could be on a combo draw.
Literally the only one. I don't think he's ever
Maybe ace something of clubs or I don't know.
No, I thought it was ace jack, but it was like I don't think it's ever fold though. That's the thing.
I don't think it's a blind.
So like
Ace nine of clubs maybe. It's a pretty unfortunate run out. EazyE into the game now with ace queen offsuit and Cho getting the short end of the stick with the ace jack off. See if we can get this one to run it up. Han's just gonna flat the fives. E money gets in there with the jack 7 off. I'm gonna go 4 ways to a flop here for 17 in the middle. 10-8-8. Whoever folded, someone folded 10-8. Someone definitely folded 10-8 I saw. But they're definitely beating themselves up right now. Easy C betting for $6. Cho flats and Han bumps it up to 20.
Ace 10. Got ace 10 now. Alright.
E money gonna call the 20 with the gutter. Feeling it out controller. Now is actually a flip because both the ace X got out of the way. E money picks up a 7. Bottom pair, but 94% to win it. Han's only outs are 5s. He's got 2 live 5s in the deck. Let's see what E money tries to do here. E money sitting 75 deep, a little bit over pot.
Did you can you send it to me?
Well, no, it's like, dude, it's so weird.
I'm
I've done
just-
like short stack like immediately.
I'm gonna give myself these and do.
Goes check, check. Goes check, check. And a queen on the river. E money gonna hold the lead.
There's no strategy. He doesn't know what that means.
Goes check. Raise to 27 with the pocket 5s. This is a really good move from Han. He steps up and gets the fold from E money.
This is crazy. All the money just leaving the table.
Han all the way up to 241 in just 2 hands.
Hybrid player dealer.
In just 2 hands.
What if you're in a follower and then you stack here? Or like you beat you put the different.
Bought in for 100, dealt for the first 2 hours, and now he's sun running, chip leading the table actually with 241.
30?
Pretty dream situation for him.
15. Well, I raised to 3. How do you get 15?
Quite a dreamy spot. Now we see 3 players picking up Ace X, but Ace 3 suited gets out of the way, and Han gonna take down the 3rd consecutive pot. Running away with it. No one's putting up any fight to stop him.
3 hands. He wins.
Instantly like triple the stack.
Fold. Nice 3.
Vish 3-betting the pocket tens to $15. Gonna get 2 callers. Han gonna go for the 4th pot in a row. See if he can win the 4th one. And Omkar with the king queen. Rebot for 50. Hoping to get lucky here, but no king or queen materializing on the flop. Hans picked up the gutter, and Vish still good with the over.
What are the chances this motherfucker goes over?
Looks like Han let out.
What's up?
Oh my. That doesn't change it.
No, it does, because now you're like, about there. So what are you afraid of?
Han blasting. Picks up a 9 now. And Vish gonna flat the 25. Maybe look for a full double up.
Oh my god.
8 on the river, giving Han 2 pair. Wow, this is not what Vish wanted to see. Does block the nuts, but Han down bets a 20 just to get some more value out of Vish, and I think it might work here.
Oh, you saw that, huh? Oh no! Fuck!
Nah, you playing too much. You playing bad. Too much Hollywood going on.
Vish got a tell off of Ethan when he fake pumped the chips in there. But now to decide, I don't think he's going to shove anymore, but looking to see if he can catch any bluffs Han might have in this position. I think a shove here would be a mistake, especially after the interaction the two of them just had. Just calls. Oh, never mind. Ethan Han said just I call. Crazy angle. Does call. And he does have the 2 pair. Han with the 4th pot. One in a row. No one since the switch has won a pot yet. Han dominating all the way up to 334 in just a matter of minutes. Holding 32% of chips in circulation. Pretty insane run we've seen so far. 4 hands and all 4 going to Han.
Rui's flop? Yeah. No, I did folding flop. I did full flop. I'm one off the street.
I like to think I lost a bit on there. Maybe if I fold it.
I had the 3 top bashing out. It was 3
No, because he is. I don't want to make him fold all day.
E-money picking up king queen offsuit.
It's such a
Raises it up to 6.
it feels like he's trying to
And don't think anyone will be giving any action today for this hand. No one picking up much anything.
Yeah. Is that a raise flop? I'm probably getting maybe can.
Like your image here? Yeah, but I can save it for later. When you actually have it. But then they're gonna. So who knows?
So Rory, when I stopped yesterday, you were the only person at the table under 40%.
You apart for so fast.
Wait, 40%?
Brother, because you did not have worse than that.
I don't remember. I just saw 40, 40, 40, and Rory was like 22.
Who is it?
Mine is low. I think it was Miles. I love playing that.
10 deuce suited, 10 4 suited. And Cho with the ace king on the button. One. 10 deuce actually, and there are the other 10s. Rory picking up pocket 10s in the small blind. Sees a 3-bet from Cho to 12. Wondering if he's gonna go in for a 4-bet. 4 bets to 30 in Cho. Not gonna go anywhere with the big slick.
Oh, when I saw you go all in, like on the comment, I was like, oh no, I showed you. And you said I was Hollywooding, no.
Your stack says.
You would have thought so. You can snap it all. Yeah.
Your range is still.
Maybe it's not.
You bet me.
Cho all in. Rory needs to make a decision here for the majority of his stack.
You deserve it. That's a
Wait, 125.
I think like
I was going to. It's like wondering if I was.
Oh, did you fold?
Can you make sure you're picking up the flash?
I am.
It's behind like I'm talking about on the when someone makes an action, log it instead of waiting all the time.
Yeah.
I'll just call. I'll call all of us. Alright, I wasn't paying attention.
You don't ask me. You covered.
Rory kind of priced here.
it's there. It's there.
You can take it back, right?
I'm trying to do that before I need to go back. I put it on.
We'll let you have it. Ace King 10.
Oh no, Roy's a genius. He knows the
I don't.
future.
You're not supposed to call that.
I mean, it's just a roll.
It's a flip.
It's a flip at best.
Nah, we knew he had ace king. We called it recall. I didn't have to.
Put it next to Alex on top of the other racks.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
Want me to count it or just leave it?
no, I already have it roughly counted in my head, but what I'm saying is 300.
I can't even take it. I'll play one call.
I'll play it. I'll play it.
And then this is 85. So 285.
Someone needs to get it. We can't read it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming in, Elliot. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry, guys. You're kidding and running.
Alright.
But it feels.
That's not why I could use you. It's close. No, I'm blocking.
Let me get a door for you.
Oh, you go queen king. It's your problem, right?
Pass it on to the burger. I have to shower, I have to get food, and then I have to go to work.
Wait, where are you looking at?
Alright, have fun, see ya.
Give me aces.
Alright, sorry guys, I've returned. Looks like it went. He folded. He wrote down the 10. All right.
How do you still like get there? You gotta get there. You gotta get that right. No, run it.
I would get there. I'm him. I get there. Yeah, I got there, guys. I got there.
Nice, dude.
Even still, bro, you have more equity than mine, man. That's so gay.
Oh.
How did that happen? I'm too good.
Oh my god.
347?
Sometimes that's all it takes right now.
Oh my god.
Quick, like 10 hands.
He has a bigger stack than Miles.
Wow.
And Miles was 342.
So if you made 250 from poker and like 50 plus from you. What do you start with?
I don't want to sit down.
But yeah, just go sit up. Or you can just delete it. Are we done?
Looks like Ethan's packing up. I think he has work at 4, so gonna make an early exit today. The game will be wrapping up around 4 o'clock. West Coast time, PST. Running a quick session because the next 2 weekends I will not be able to host, unfortunately. King Queen offsuit against Ace7 suited. We got a raise, a 3-bet, and a call. Heads up to a flop. King 5-4. Vish immediately taking the lead. Rory with some backdoor straight draws and can pick up the ace. Gonna go bet fold. What did Mr. Low end with? Ben Lee, what is good? Mr. Low ended with 300 flat, but now he's dealing, so he will be collecting tips as well.
Well, we couldn't have known that was gonna happen.
5-4 clubs, very playable hand. Joe gonna limp.
Ethan was actually
A7 off. An EazyE with King Jack. Can't imagine anyone leaving this hand. Oh, Vish does get out of the way of the small line. Jack deuce of diamonds. Flop comes 9-6-3 rainbow. Showed an open ender and some backdoor flush potential. EazyE with 2 overs and backdoor hearts, and E Money still in the lead with the ace.
I'm so sorry, man. Oh, you're getting it ready. But it feels
9 on the turn. Giving Cho additional outs to a flush. Holds 50% of the equity. EazyE bets 20, Cho calls 20, and E Money gets out of the way. We see a 4 on the river. Cho picking up a pair, but does he know if it's good enough? We'll see. EazyE first to act.
dude. Dude, we have a straight
Go check, check.
fucking everything, bro.
He had open ended on the floor.
Are you calling if I bet 50 there?
Like if I whip, I fucking blast off.
No, you actually have so much equity that I will hold it.
Dude, I was planning on check calling it there. Like I checked because I thought I had it up.
I mean,
I need a 4, obviously fucking blasting.
I can never bet there, bro. I'll pick up track.
You guys are like losing that. There's no reason for everyone to be folding like a free flop. You guys want to chop it?
Alright, check. Fuck you.
Cho again with a suited connector. 8-7 of diamonds. Goes heads up to a flop of 7-10-4. Bet 5, call 5. 4 on the turn. EazyE has an open-ended straight draw and bricks it. Cho's 7 is going to be good. That's 10, gonna get a quick fold. Pretty standard. Yep.
Why are you blasting off? I thought it was good. I thought it was good. You picked up the sun.
I flopped it. What do you mean picked up?
I'm just not lucky. Could you imagine? I'm trying to create action.
Oh, how about me commentating, good sir? I was in for 100, Ben, and I was out for 342. So pretty good profit there. Ran pretty well. Picked up kings twice. But I didn't have any huge pots. I was mainly just collecting the small ones. Can't complain.
Three callers. Four winners.
Hopefully this weird XP Is it a favorite?
Rory's cards are not gonna pick up this hand. We got a king jack versus a king 10 versus 6 deuce. Easy with the open ended straight draw. Fires for 13. Rory calls. Must at least have a pair. Everyone's got to think. Maybe diamonds.
I want to be where you're
Still got her to a 4, and a 9 will also give him higher straight. Far is huge. Looks like 30. We're applying maximum pressure to Rory. I think he has a pair now. Ace 8 of diamonds.
I don't have it. I'm just
A7 of spades. Probably diamonds. I think it's a A6 of diamonds.
I guess it's either way, it's good. Even though it's
Need a pair and a draw.
Ace king of diamonds is also good.
even though ace king of diamonds.
Would be miles ahead of EazyE's open-ended straight draw.
Oh, but I think he has like ace nine or ace six of diamonds.
That'd be crazy.
I think I just called it there.
Does make the call.
Oh.
River gives us another 3.
Straight ritual.
Let's see if EazyE pulls the trigger here. Ships the rest of his chips in to the middle. Or does he shut it down and concede? No, that's small.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at you picking a straight.
Rory does make the call.
Dude, you're at 3? Oh my god.
He had a 3. Picking up trips at the
Misread
end.
situation. I thought he bricked diamonds, so I was trying to bait it.
Yeah,
But
too.
you just hit the 3.
That's my two.
Fuck, you had a 3? Dude. I was like, you just have diamonds, so I was trying to bait you into jamming. I didn't know.
I mean, I don't see. Who knows?
Okay.
Oh, so
You
sick.
get such a good price.
I could have a pair. Who knows?
Yeah, but I just told me you're calling a jam with the 8 there. Well, I'm not putting it on 8 anyway. I'm strictly putting it on diamonds.
So we're just cold calling with 6 9 off now.
Oh, he's on bro. I thought you might have that. Wait, do you get a bounty?
Yeah,
Sorry, yeah.
it's $2.
You don't gotta pay that. You should have paid that.
Alright, I'll give you a discount.
You sure?
Yeah.
We should have paid that today.
Nah, Andrew just doesn't.
Looks like EazyE added back on. Maybe 100, I think.
I just left $75 on the table. So sick, though.
I mean, what were you putting him on? Just missed.
No, I put him on missed flush draw. So I was trying to get him to jam over the top and wrap a bow.
He did miss his flush draw.
Rory
I know, I just didn't realize he had a 3 in it.
sitting about 250 effective now.
What cards do you think he had?
Ace 10 versus Queen 10. Sticks in a raise to 12, and
I was.
Let's see if Vish goes along for the ride. Only about 63
I don't think he worked on
behind. Maybe
So I was thinking like
a smart fold here, but
Bro, I was so confident.
What action is
might want to get frisky here.
I was
It
so
does.
confident.
$14.
So when he hit a set,
6-4-4 flop. Rainbow. Ace high. Still good. Goes 8 and a quick fold from Vish.
I was thinking like, what is he gonna call me with one again? He calls me with a boat, which I'm betting against. And like, what else? Like, I guess ace three assignments.
I mean, but when you know I'm jamming with a boat, so we're
No, I did not think it would work. I was strictly if I got a flush draw, I was betting to a deuce of jam.
Can you put a chip from the first stack?
well,
No wonder there hasn't been enough action. Because nobody is straddled.
7-5 of spades. Fun one to play. See how much EazyE makes it to go.
That's fine. That's why I did it on purpose.
I crack your ace queen high with ass on you.
Good, 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 Omkar.
Oh, shit.
You guys can find it.
Wait, does that reopen or no?
Yeah, it does. Because it's
you know, you're just
I thought.
Okay, Omkar in. $32. Gonna run it once against Rory's Jack 10 of diamonds. 60 to 40% here.
7-8 of hearts. Good luck.
No, no, you can't say that.
495, 2 diamonds. Omkar.
Put a 6 of diamonds out there.
Now only a 48 favorite.
I think it's still like 59.
8. Now he's got open ended and a straight draw.
let's see, 3 plus 3.
Omkar blocking the queen.
And he bricks.
4. Brick. Omkar. Pump some life into that boy. $73. Still alive. Still fighting.
I should agree with that.
Dude, if they're both jamming like that.
Really lucky river there for Omkar.
Well, but he has more behind the rotation.
Yeah.
Like if it was just 30, then sure.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll straddle. Let's do it.
I'd be more action than
That's all I know.
Throw me a 30.
Queen 10, Queen 7. Ace Jack. Raises it to 10. E-money. $49 left. And no one wants to give E-money action today. When he picks up good hands, no one's in there.
Fucking missed you, bro. Missed you.
Yeah, that was a joker. There, that card is live. We have it coded as the 3 of diamonds right now because our 3 of diamonds is broken. But we get by. The Faded Spades deck is working fine, but the other deck we have, if you see a red joker on the flop, it's the 3 of diamonds. 10-3, Queen 3, pocket deuces for Omkar. Let's see if we can get another big win. A pair pre-flop, gots to go. And everyone.
Oh, you call.
Everyone wants to get in on this one. 5 ways to a flop. 2, 2, 2. Is there a deuce? It looks like a deuce. Omkar might have flopped the set.
Bro, I was on some ass.
I'm sorry.
I
Let me see, let me see.
You know?
need to update the action.
Check. Call. Oh, wait, we didn't, wait, are we still on pre-flop? We're still on
Oh,
pre-flop.
no.
Call, yeah.
Oh, he did flop a set.
Check.
Set of deuces is good.
Nah, call.
E-money pair fives. I think everyone else will be getting out of there.
You got the
E-money joined to 4%. And is gone. 9 of clubs.
What do I have?
So many odds.
Omkar checks. E-money smartfully checks back. King of clubs on the river. Omkar set is still good. Looks like a lot of bricks. A lot of hands would have bricked on this river. I think E-money can figure out what's going on here. Both of these players very short. So any moves they make signify strength and makes the call against the set of deuces.
I get stuck.
Wow, the first set I've seen had like, yeah, 2 lines.
I think it was the flop set.
Yeah, defense.
Well played, Omkar. Back up to 100. I think he's in for 2.5 bullets, so has his work cut out for him, but doing pretty well so far.
No, it missed, no, that means one of the hands was misread. Cause he added it on already earlier. No, cause, no, I think the hand against Rory, it showed him winning when he lost.
Rory lost 230. It says Rory has 230.
It says Rory has 230, but he lost
Let
that.
me just fix that times from the other.
Oh, yeah.
Or just fix our stacks. 99. Silver is 99.
I grew my hair too.
No, just me and Rory, I think that pocket messed it. I have 201.
Oh, you two have the same stack?
I guess.
99.
Yeah. Alright, looks about right.
Rory folds, Omkar folds, Elliot folds,
I can work a drop.
Vish folds.
Oh, Cho picking up the 6-9. For those of you who aren't familiar, we play the 6-9 game here. If a player wins with 6-9 suited or 6-9 off, they will win an extra $2 from each other player. EazyE defending with the King 4 offsuit.
You break one.
It's a good flop for sure.
I'll bet
Goes check, bet, fold, and everyone's gonna fork up $2.
Taking it all back. You're paying for my shit for it.
Wait, how much did you bet?
I'm getting it all back.
Bro, I got like 7k points. We'll get free sandwiches.
No, I'm not taking a Chick-fil-A. Fuck you.
When you said you're paying for Chick-fil-A, I was like, oh shit, he's actually kind of contemplating.
No, I'm not button there.
After you
Why
bet.
mine is here?
Why
I
am I
think
calling?
you moved it.
Oh, yeah, I moved it once.
Yeah.
It's
fine, it doesn't matter,
right?
Well, you could just take that.
Oh, I'm gonna stack it this
You know what?
hand.
I don't know.
I was very stacky, watch.
Oh.
It's not good.
Not a joke.
Oh.
Jack's good.
No, you're small.
That looks like we had a missed deal. Gonna shuffle them up and then get back into it.
Need some pump.
You do hold me, bro.
You're right. He like mid stroke decided to change.
Please, please, please.
I didn't
Cho picking up a flush draw and a 4, holding a commanding lead.
Yeah, I was gonna bet, but I saw how much I had to buy and I'm snapping me out.
And E-Money jams with his pair of 7s.
Dude,
Gets it through, but little does he know he was actually good.
he bet. And then how much did he bet? I gotta check it for him. And then he checked out, I was like, oh shit, dude, it's not a pretty request. I break, I'm like, okay, well, let me try to look. I look at their stack, it's fucking
He
good.
had a combo though.
I had a combo drop or straight.
Like click off, like just.
Wait, what? Straight.
I need an ace.
Sorry, you're gonna buy this shit.
And then
Hit it.
I need
Just
a
click the thing. Like click the thing. And then click like back. Click back.
Oh, you had Jack 10. I was thinking about jamming.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna
Bet, bet.
Han with a 75% V-pip. Everyone else significantly lower, but that was only because Han was in for only a couple of hands briefly.
I only saw the top one, but I got 2
Funny because I know he's heading to work, but definitely just made more money here than he will in his shift, so must be feeling pretty good today.
No, I did.
Oh, right.
three. I call.
I was always replace them. I had to do this.
No one picking much up of anything. E-Money still good with the ace high.
Oh, so I thought you just.
I raised two.
Cho's gonna bet his 8 high and gonna get some folds. Pretty creative.
Well, could you possibly break the hard stop there?
I just had a pair.
Pairs good.
No, but no jack. I had a pocket pair.
You didn't 3-bet a pocket pair?
No, it was a shitty pocket pair. So I was like, no.
Oh, this time Vish picking up the 6-9. Just flats. Wonder if he's gonna try to mix it up. Oh no, and Cho's picked up kings here. If Vish makes a play, he's going to get snapped off. Rory 3-betting his 6-7 off to 16. This is about to get ugly, folks.
I know you want to do it.
Andrew licking his chops. Oh, there goes a fold.
How many five?
309.
Vish gets out the way. Cho should put in a 4-bet, but we'll be giving away the strength of his hand. Maybe he can flat this one time and get tricky with playing kings to see a flop. No, but goes 45 and Rory getting
No, wait, run it out.
trying to make a move. Going to get out. Going to get out of this one.
I'm so weird.
I had ace king, no diamond.
Oh my god.
Oh!
like everyone's lying a little bit about it, their hands. Cho said he had ace king and no diamonds. I think Rory said he had 8-7.
Very, very cool. I get that. That's a river. 3? Can I make it 6?
Nah, relax, relax.
Sit.
I know.
Reason up, reason up.
Alright, fine.
Make it 6.
He's just gonna jam like 2 hours. He might do it anyway.
Any jack high.
That's my vote.
I mean, I'm gonna call it. I'll take it.
Where's Lane, bro?
I love it, I love it.
Alex actually got some playtime earlier. Where is Lane? Vish shoves king 10 off suit.
I would.
Vish has A5.
I think EazyE is getting out of the way, and I think Rory might make a call. Might make a very.
Vish has A5.
Yep.
You said 27?
Looks like it's a call. Yep.
Oh shit.
Sticks it in there.
I have the best hand. Dude, I swear to God.
Uncooked. What'd you pull?
Fuck, I pulled an ace-7, bro.
Oh my god. A7 of 1.
Offsuit.
Almost a flip. 56 to 44.
You wanna go long. King 10 is a good hand.
Oh, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful.
7.
It's like a 6 on the
Oh
flop.
my god, you did
6-5-9. 1 club.
7 or 8.
I'm hungry. I don't know what my next move is. All baby.
Oh, he's out. So out.
A jack.
King 10 or queen. 10 or queen.
King 10 or queen.
50-50 right now.
Bang! Oh no, that's
Oh my god.
A 4.
Alright.
Is it okay if I do?
Rory.
Is that shot or no?
You know how to do the action counter?
I think that's it.
It's not that.
Oh,
It's not that
yeah, I
hard.
know. Yeah.
Oh, do you know how to do it?
I've seen it before. I think
It's really easy. It's really easy.
Or like I'll do it. Like it's up to you. Like you want to keep
It's up to
doing
you.
it.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm just deciding what to say. I don't want to sit before
What do
you.
you mean? This is
I
the
don't want to
best
sit
thing.
before
This is
you.
the best thing at the table.
I see my house in there. You see it in there.
Do you want me to just
If you
That's why it's amazing.
take it in.
It looks like Vish is out of this one, and Alex is gonna hop back in.
You're never seeing that now, He's gambling that shit off tonight as we speak.
Is he gonna host tonight?
Nah, I don't know. Probably like
I might be available tonight. In Davis.
no worries.
It's like, this game will like so early, I'm doing stuff later, so I can't get stoned. But like, usually I smoke weed here. Just as my eyes.
No, once I have one in June and what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Jacob. Yeah, once they come back. Once they come back, I'll buy it.
375? Oh my god. You have 375? Oh.
Who has 375 now?
Alex. Because he got pitched to.
Who has 50?
All right, here we go. Alex hopping back in. Big stack bully here. We see Vishwa in the dealer seat.
But I'm far away from my
Gonna try to track the action for the first time in his poker career.
I'm not used to using it.
This one is,
Are we drawing for button again?
I
Draw for button?
You guys want to?
Nah.
No, that's fine. Because I'm the only one that.
That's our career.
Oh, you're fired. On the first hand. Don't find the kind of fish.
And then click barrel first.
Am I under there?
Okay, Cho's grown his stack quite a bit since the last time we saw him playing a hand. All the way up to 238 now.
Rory, do you want action? 11. Because you will give me action.
Alex, first hand, pocket eights. Sitting down with 300.
36.
And EazyE with jacks. EazyE with jacks. There's gonna be blood here. Oh, Hans back in the chat. Hans says, Who did Cho stack? Cho?
Stop the fucking cap.
I think he's. Who did Cho stack? I don't know. Who Cho stack. He won a couple small ones, but he's climbed back quite a bit. I want to say against Omkar maybe.
Dude, Ben's undefeated at this.
Can't recall off the top of my head. Sorry.
Dude, so is Vish for like a whole month, bro.
E-money's got to get out of the way. Got to get out of the way. Yo, Han, you should stream this at Tebow. Stream this in the back.
What if he has 10, but he doesn't know what to do because the 10 got holding?
You read his hand.
We used to play whatever we wanted. That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Do you have a 10 in your hand?
That would have been my 10 too.
I would have folded ace 10.
I'm saying too much, bro. I'm getting out of here.
I would have folded ace 10 even if that 10 didn't show from that.
No, Alex with the decision in front of him.
Yeah, remember, 3-bet range is aces.
Got 4 bet
This is a 4 bet.
Oh shit, then I say ace.
to
You know
36.
what I'm thinking about? I wouldn't even like play this for $36 in the casino. I see that now.
No, wow.
If I was
Makes the correct fold.
Just.
Set mining got nerfed in the last patch, the last no limit hold'em patch, so it's probably why he wants to get out of there.
So that's why I was like, let me be a little bit
Yeah.
suspicious. It'll happen again.
Apparently in 2025 sets don't come as often, so it's very smart to fold your pocket pairs pre-flop, especially against aggression.
11's a good price to set mine.
Wait, grab a rack and
36 is not.
Yeah, Alex says it's a good price to set mine, but clearly laid it down
This is weird
to
when
36.
I mean, I don't mind one call. I want to.
Rory with Jack 8 of diamonds.
It's like
When I had pocket 5s, what did Elliot fold? He folded a 7. You got him to fold a 7. He rivered a 7, or he turned a 7 and then queen on the river. Yeah, he folded a 7. It was a good size. 20. I think he bet 27 into the middle. 27 into like 70 something. Yep. It was a good raise. Watch back later, Ethan. I think I called it out. I was like, well played. Yep. Queen 10, 10 8, Jack 8. Everyone's got each other's outs.
Yeah.
We will be streaming today till 4 p.m. PST, so definitely stay tuned for the next 30 minutes. If you want to see some crazy hands.
You have some?
Maybe we'll switch to some PLO at the end. Could be fun to watch.
We both checked. I don't believe it. Cause like, that would be the last 2 times we got it. And like 2 of 10, you know? Like it's so fun. Oh, fuck, my bad. Sick?
Ethan picking up a queen, holds a commanding lead against 10-8 and Jack-8. Rory does have backdoors to a flush, but the 3 is going to kill those backdoors for him and bring backdoors for Cho. 9 on the river, no one gets there. EazyE's queen is still good. Bets 15, going to get some folds. No, unfortunately Cho did not get there. Pretty unfortunate.
Click on Han and then just delete.
Pre-flop raise, EazyE at 40%. 40% PFR. What is this V pip at? Jeez. That is absolutely absurd.
We were the ones that allowed him to.
41% PFR. I don't think I've seen a PFR that high ever at the 2 Horsemen Poker Studio.
Play nice though. The crush is
Everyone else was still pretty high up there too. I think most players sitting in 70 or 20 to 30 range. E-money sitting $62 deep with the Jack 10 offsuit. Gonna raise things up to $5. Han says, I'm gonna stack the shit out of Ethan in the future. You just need to get involved with Ethan. I think you have the you're very capable of stacking him, Han.
Feels like multiple cards.
Very capable. And EazyE flopping a set against E Money's Jack 10 off, leaving him with 2%. Pretty abysmal flop for Jack 10, and now an 8 giving EazyE a boat. No money getting in here. Yeah, gonna go bet fold, I assume. He could peel one more, but he does not know he's drawing dead. Yeah, EazyE getting the best of it right now. 3 of clubs. Inconsequential, insignificant, whatever you want to call it. Pocket fours are going to be good here. And bets huge, 25. Just to see if he can make it look bluffy, but E-Money's got jack high. There's no way he makes a call, especially 54 behind. Hasn't really been E-Money's day today. This is his second or third appearance on stream, and hasn't really hit too many flops. Hasn't really gotten too many callers when he's picked up premiums. And sometimes that feels like it's half the battle, is just picking up good hands or picking up really good hands, and your opponent's picking up marginally worse hands, you know? You can't get action if no one's holding anything, unless people are willing to blast off, but, you know. Doesn't feel good when you put in a raise and everyone folds around the table. Pick up aces, put in raise.
I was like, what size did you go to?
Everyone else at the table has 7 deuce.
He didn't even want to call the turn. I thought he was gonna call the turn.
Hey, Han, were you able to get out to Doma?
Did you like it though? Like that's the only sign.
Doma, we're going to do a plug for Doma right now. Some free advertising. Ben Lee, a regular at our table. His family runs Doma out in Sacramento, California. The best Korean restaurants in the area. The best Korean restaurant in the area. We had it last night. He brought it over. We had some board games and some phenomenal Korean food. Waiting for the shower. Makes sense. Alex, pocket tens. And Cho picking up ace queen of diamonds. Ace queen of diamonds. Money is going to get in here. Both of them really deep. Really deep. I hope he doesn't fold these tens like he folded the eights. Does he go for a 4-bet? No, just a call. And EazyE feeling splashy himself. The jack deuce of hearts. Gonna be qualified enough? We shall see. A7 king. Horrible flop for Alex. Check bet. Cho c-betting 16. Alex gets out of the way. EazyE gonna show him what he called with pre-flop.
You pocket queens? Fuck, I should have just raised you.
I bet. I have to see, but that's my flaw.
Cho lying a little bit here through the skin of his teeth.
Dude, if I had like any
Claims he had queens on this ace and king high board. But we can see here he does have the goods.
Why are you calling 16 with Jack 2 off?
I'm trying to build some plots.
And I would've beat it too, because if you just said like Jack 2 queen. Oh my god, Jack 2 queen. I'm gonna say, and then you just wait for like another Jack.
Alex picking up another playable hand. Ace 4 of diamonds. The pocket pairs haven't been too nice to him so far today.
You just get invested yourself.
Lost with 10s, lost with 8s.
Heads up.
Cho's got king jack off. E-Money gets out of the way. And we will be going heads up to a flop. Ace 6, 10, 2 spades. Cho with the gutter. And Alex picking up an ace. Bets for snap call. Ace on the turn. 2 flush draws out there. Alex now with trips.
11.
Continues to check, and Cho blasts 11 into an $18 pot. Alex, of course, not going anywhere. And a king on the river, giving Cho second pair. Feeling like there's no, Alex doesn't have an ace. Going to fire a third barrel, but how big? How big will he fire this time? Only 6. Only 6. A little block bet. I think Alex just has to call. If he raises, I don't know what he gets called by, but the spades got there. I don't know what's going on here now. And a snap call. Wow, both of the non-believers of each other going to get Alex paid this one time.
How much do you call that?
You're not spade.
I did.
Oh, wait, so you're king queen with the queen.
Yeah.
Chat, what do you think about that last hand? How was that played in your guys' opinion? Pretty freaking crazy. Front door flush gets there. There's 2 aces. We got a bet, a raise, and a snap call from King Jack offsuit. Cho fish?
Yeah, so click on my thing. Click on where's the shuttle?
I played it in
And then just go to.
Cho fish, chat.
I'm surprised that
We
you
cannot be
saw-
playing like this, Cho.
I don't play like that as spades.
We need to book a win, a serious win, ASAP.
I thought you had complete air or you had flush, but I was like, I feel like it's air.
Picks up a suited connector. Omkar getting sleepy over there and finds himself with the Queen Jack offsuit. Going to make a raise this one time. We will get some callers. We will get some calls. Can't see Cho folding his 4-3 of diamonds. Cannot see him.
Just call her.
Let's go Omkar.
What do you mean you can't?
I'll ask after because I forgot what this was.
Oh!
Let's go Omkar. 3 ways to a flop. King, queen, 7. Omkar picks up top pair, or sorry, middle pair.
I forgot what it was.
EazyE picks up a 7, and nobody with any spades.
So,
That's what I thought. And I had a suited connector. I was like, dude, okay.
there's
Eight and I called.
Because if it wasn't what I thought it was, and I was like, oh,
Bet 8, call 8. Oh, and EazyE picks up trip 7s, guys. Can Omkar run any worse today? 9 on the river, inconsequential. This is truly depressing to watch. EazyE going for value with his 7, bets 35, and Omkar 81 left. Needs to make a fold and does. Nice fold by Omkar. Nice fold. Can't fault him there. I mean, he played everything right. Just EazyE running hot with those 7s. Running too freaking hot. I know, Han. I don't know. It's just unbelievable sunrun. Unbelievable.
I'm making some batteries.
Anyways, make sure if you're enjoying this stream to give us a like and subscribe. Helps us out a ton. Appreciate you all for tuning in today.
No, but I thought you had a king.
Queen 8 off.
Like, I don't know if you had a queen.
Jack 6 off. Bro, I know, Ethan. Ben Lee says, looks like we are capital bound, bro. Ben Lee, we might be capital bound. If EazyE keeps stacking chips here, we might be capital bound.
Ooh.
Jack.
No one flopping anything. EazyE's ace is still good.
That's the one you showed us.
Ben, are you still going to capital after this?
Whoa.
Are you like seriously going to capital? EazyE picking up a gutter. Queen or 8 will save Cho. Does not come. Cho bets 5.
No, I don't like that. You don't like that. You can't fold
What are you off, Ben? Can EazyE make the hero call with ace high?
I need a handsome man. He needs to be here.
Alright, I just want to see it.
Queen high.
And does.
Wow.
And does. Leave at 4:30. Y'all can make capital easily.
I was gonna call anyway, but then he started talking. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna call now.
Do you have a rack to collect your tips?
I do.
Yes.
I have position on this time. Be careful.
I'm just gonna fold. I hate playing pots against him.
The field is neutral.
Aggression frequency, EazyE at the top.
Nah, I hate it. Dude, I always.
See Rory
I like
down at the bottom.
It's like, I don't know what it is.
And Alex close behind. Alex and Cho close behind. Rory picks up king queen. Hey Ben, if you could convince him, you should. You should definitely try. I think it's a good idea. All right, king 8, king queen, queen jack. Rory with the best of it. Alex flopping an open-ended straight draw and top pair. Rory flopping top pair and a gutter, and Cho flopping a gutter. Interesting developments here. Rory's gonna lead out for 8, gonna get a call from Alex. And an 8 on the turn. Cho picking up a 4 and Alex picks up the straight. Imagine a jack on the river here. Alex has to go for value. Has to deny some equity from these other two players. I think Cho has to get out of the way, but does call, and Rory gets out of the way. Smartly gets out of the way. 8 on the river. Cho picks up trips against Alex's straight. This hand is a setup. Bets 50 into 73.
I'm gonna fucking save on his years. Can I talk? Like, you know,
I'm not ready.
okay. Why the fuck are you calling the turn of that rap? This is just your fault. You're in this spot. Like, I don't feel bad.
Why did he call the turn, guys? Why did he call the turn? Very curious.
Can I get like a discount?
How much?
He's negotiating.
Ben, you got it. You got it.
15.
Can I put 5 on you winning?
That's not the result.
40.
Ben says he has to do rock paper scissors with a coworker. If he wins, he gets to leave at 4:30. But if he loses, he has to leave at 6. And 6 would be too late for capital. 5 on Ben. 5 on Ben. Shows his hand. I think he has to get away this time. Sticks it in though.
Dude, why are you calling the turn, bro? What are you
Calls the turn and calls the river. Alex,
The rich get richer.
the rich get richer, as he says. The rich get richer.
I know, like, I can't fold like this or a river like that.
You gonna call it?
Yeah. I can't fold when you get there.
Why not?
But the thing is, if I jack. Well, I mean, if I jack.
We got 20 more minutes left in the stream, guys. If you haven't yet, please make sure to give us a like and a subscribe. It helps us out a ton.
2 outs.
We are doing this completely free. Our dealers deal for tips and just have a passion for creating content. These live streams are very fun to us. Alex stacking chips up to $420. Omkar picking up a playable hand, ace jack offsuit, e-money. With another playable hand, pocket deuces. But Alex picks up ace queen. This is gonna get dicey. Don't see Omkar folding the ace jack this one time in e-money. A little bit priced with the best equity here, 49%, but an ace does come. Drops him down to 11% now. Stacks very short. Let's see. Let's see if anyone can get away from this hand. E-money quickly does. But Omkar Ace Jack, I don't know. Do not know. 3 on the turn. Not looking too good for Omkar. 6%. Some collusion at the table. They're just gonna check this one down.
Oh my god.
Good check down. Omkar staying alive. Just a cooler. Yeah, Elliot shaking his head too. He had pocket deuces. Just not running too hot today. Alex continuing to stack chips. Almost up to 5 today. Yeah, Ace Jack versus Ace Queen is the cooler.
Did you win a really lot?
Ace Queen versus Ace Jack. But the thing is,
Wait,
like,
he was nice.
I 100%, I 100% can stack you there. But I want Omkar in here, bro.
Pretty sick hand. Pretty sick sequence of events. Rory Ace10, $78 left.
I prefer 3
Ace King 3. Cho picks up a king. Alex's hand is unreadable.
A little bit better.
Rory fires with his ace. $11. Looking like we're gonna get a call from Alex and most likely a call from Cho. Call from Cho. Rory with 67 behind. Jack of clubs on the turn. No help to Cho.
He's going right here. I'm in the profit seat.
Rory giving Cho some rope to hang himself on. And he takes the opportunity to bet 25. Maybe Rory's scared of a flush. Maybe he's scared of a straight, but Ace 10 still is a redraw to a queen. May have to make a call. Would be a pretty big fold. Andrew targeting the lower range, the lower portion of Rory's range, and he does let it go because he only has 67 behind. Nice play by Cho to take down the $66 pot.
Oh my god. Good back, good back, good back.
I'm telling you, Elliot.
I know.
Are you still vlogging or at least we'll play it.
How often are you playing poker at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon?
Not that often. We should play at night. Online.
What do you play? Where do you play it online?
I straddle. Vish. You see where it's straddle? Yeah. Just like
EazyE picking up pocket fours. Is he gonna double straddle here? He should have double straddled. Picks up pocket fours. Raises to 6.
I heard my name. I heard Miles.
Not there. It's like out of 3 behind.
And E-money with ace queen. Raises to 15.
You want action? I want action. Oh, I should do this.
Let's say a 35 total.
Yeah.
Alright, action.
Yay.
All in and a call. Fours versus ace queen one time. Let's see a flip. Perfect 50-50% here. $81. 5-7 king.
I folded a king.
Fuck, I folded down too.
Nine. Ace.
That's it.
E money. Back in it. Let's go. Spikes the ace on the river. Spikes the ace. Gives him some life.
Ethan Stratus. Or EazyE.
Alex with half of the chips in play. 45%.
Let me close the action.
Oh.
It didn't cross it.
So put him in for 4 and then press it.
So he's straddling for 4 now.
Looks like we got a straddle and a double straddle going here. Cho straddled? No, sorry. Chung, EazyE straddled, and Cho double straddled. Rory picks up pocket threes and just calls. E money just folded a 3, so Rory drawing to smaller, less outs. Alex picks up pocket sevens. Bets to 12, and there is a 7. Cho flats it with king 7 suited. I have a strong feeling Cho's gonna scoop this one. Rory goes all in for 67.
61.
Alex calls, and Cho gets out of the way. Okay. We know that Rory's only drawing to 1, 3.
Well, it's not as high as you think. Though.
I think he jammed 5. I'm like,
Alright, run it once.
Wait, it's up to you. You said once, yeah?
See if he can spike a 3. I think Cho would have won with clubs, though. Let's see.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Shirley.
And Cho would have won with clubs. Oh my god, I predicted it.
I get there, bro.
Alex gonna stack Rory. Alex bits showdown 80% of the time.
I know. I didn't think you had a high pocket there.
Dude, the thing is, if you guys pop short,
And I did shoot a club. Oh my god.
He's been running insanely hot today.
How much time? Oh, it's 3:40. 3:40.
it's like 15 minutes long.
I mean, hey, you saw it.
I got permission to play this course.
Nice. How much you want?
Give me one.
The note from Miles.
Should be 100.
Rory adding on another 100. Alex over 5, I think now, over 500.
You think you're straddling?
This time Cho picks up deuces.
You're only gonna double?
Yeah.
Alright,
Raises to 3. EazyE calls with the 8-3, the Octo Crab.
Oh, really?
The Octo Crab. Gonna go 3 ways to a flop, becomes Ace King 9. Alex picking up 2 pair. This guy cannot run any hotter today, guys. Holy crap. 537 in his stack. $3 bet, $3 call, 5 on the turn. Show drawing 2, 1 out. The deuce of clubs has already been burned, unfortunately. Bet 6. See if he can milk any more value out of Andrew. It would be a miracle if he binks this deuce. Oh, how much did he bet? He raises to 18. Trying to make a move. Alex thinks about his decision for a second and does make the call. And he boats up on the river. This guy's just running too pure tonight, guys. This guy low is a luck box. Yeah, Ben, you're right. This guy low is a friggin' luck box. Oh my god, Alex cannot miss a board, cannot miss a turn, cannot miss a river. Jesus. And he gives up.
Looks good. Looks good.
This guy cannot lose, bro. This guy cannot lose. Undefeated, 10 for 10, unlimited,
How much do you call it?
unlimited chips in his stack. It's absolutely disgusting.
Were you thinking about like ace jack?
I was putting on an X.
I've never seen him bluff. I've never seen you bluff, Alex.
Me?
Never seen Alex.
Never seen
bluff.
Alex. That's just because you have it all the time.
I literally just triple barreled earlier with King High.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't even barrel that much either.
But like not into me at least.
Top through.
How much?
You bet like 40% pot on river and top through. What is it?
Got 9 more minutes left in the stream.
I'm holding the button. That's the only reason you understand.
I'll fold. I need one.
10-7 suited, 4-3 suited, Queen 4 suited, and 8-7 off.
I wanted to.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in now, be sure to give us a like and a subscribe. It gives us a lot of help here on the 2 Horsemen Poker channel. Trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the summer, so got our work cut out for us. Cho picking up a straight draw, Rory picking up a pair of 4s,
I am?
and E Money actually is an 8-eye
Is
flush
this
draw.
not only misinformation to give me a call?
No, it's not.
Lays it down.
It is what it is.
Pair of 4 is gonna be good,
This deal.
but EazyE gonna make him work for it. Huge bet on the river to get a quick fold from Cho.
I think I'm actually supposed to do it. I'm pretty sure. It's like it's better than call it. Cause like you just don't. You never really want to flop in the small line and take cash. Against tournaments, it's more of the cash is.
Well played by EazyE.
Okay.
Cho down 100 now.
For sure. I be seeing those bezel alerts. Poker, poker, poker. Alex, what poker? Oh, sorry.
Just take those two.
Yeah.
This is.
Probably gonna get to see 2 or 3 more hands, so stay tuned to see the conclusion of this stream.
If I get the same number,
Alex again with a premium pocket 9s, and EazyE on the button picks up Queen Jack. Late position, gonna be calling a lot wider. Want to go 3 ways here. Jack 4-2, EazyE picking up top pair. Alex still gonna bet his 9s. EazyE quickly just calls. Smart flat. See if we can get Alex to fire off on the turn. Deuce, giving EazyE some more security. Alex bets 6 again. Let's see if we go for a raise from EazyE's position or if we just call. King on the river. This time EazyE will be good and Alex will lose a pot. Finally losing a pot. No, Ben Lee lost to rock, paper, scissors. Does that mean you have to stay till 6 now? It's quite unfortunate, Ben.
I was putting you on a Jackie.
Quite unfortunate.
The one is just for me.
for Ben Lee in case he's watching.
Like, I don't think you have a
Who did you lose to, Ben?
Most likely no.
I told you.
So, yeah.
Just unlucky. Didn't run good, I guess. And rock, paper, scissors. Alex still holding 50% of chips in play, $550. Omkar E money, battling at the bottom of the leaderboard. Bribe her with Chick-fil-A. It's a good strategy. Good strategy. Alex picking up another playable hand. Can he?
Okay, I'll call.
Yep, sitting so deep. I mean, any two cards at this point, right, Alex? Any two cards. EazyE doesn't know, but he has dominated. So, smart to get out of the way. Rory leaving himself $75 behind in a flip, 46 to 54%. 3-3 jack. Really interesting flop. Gonna be favoring Alex's range, but Rory leads. C bets for 11. I think Alex has to call here. I think Alex has to call.
25.
Well, instead of a call, Alex opts for the raise to $25. Rory has two options here. He cannot flat. He either has to fold or rip it in. 3-bet his stack.
14 Because I gave you the change already.
That's correct.
So you only have 11.
And instead he makes the call. Not sure if I like that call.
I'll put you on.
Try calling.
Another flush.
9 of clubs on the river. Rory checks. Alex shoves for his remaining 50 and gets it through. Really well played by Alex there. Really well played with the raise on the flop, jam on the turn. Like I said, did not like that call from Rory. I think he has to go for a full, like either lay his cards down or go for an all-in to apply max pressure. Commit to the line, but gave up on the flop there.
Do you want a double or no?
I haven't looked yet. Hurry up so I can triple.
Alright, this will be our last hand of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude,
I want to thank you all again for tuning in. It's been a blast. We will not be back for the next 2 weeks, unfortunately, as I am out of town. But starting summer in June, we will be streaming every single weekend if we can. We'll keep you posted on that. So, thank you again for tuning in.
but it's like, I would have been happy.
Please feel free to give us a like and a subscribe. Really trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the summer.
Oh, you're saying.
EazyE picking up an ace, going to be holding 93% of the equity here.
Wait, so how much is in the pot? Still in one, right? So 19.
And it looks like it's going to be a bet in 2 folds. 2 pretty quick folds, so. Looks like we can watch one more. Looks like we can get one more hand in here. Yeah, we have 2 minutes. We'll get one more hand. Get you guys some more action.
Maybe straddle the 4 I want to go.
3.
3.5. Look, I have exactly one left.
Alright, straddle the 4.
Alex with 70% V pip.
Straddle?
Last hand of the session. Chung straddled, or double straddled. Single straddle, double straddle, not sure.
Oh.
Wow, we got 9s, king, queen, king 10, queen 10.
No, I think it's just in this room. We can figure it out after. It's already still in the top.
Okay. We got
Wait,
perfect odds.
it's-
Pocket
shit,
4s
like,
and 8
am I one
3.
to-
This is a straddle though, just
You have, you
I
have
know.
This is a setup, guys. Thank God we watched this last hand.
No, Ethan will keep
You.
it simple. Ethan will keep it
I
simple.
mean, I didn't look yet.
We
If
haven't
it's-
played a family
If it's
pot.
not reasonable, alright. Like
We
5.
haven't played a family pot.
9-5.
Don't be that guy. Do not be that guy.
We could go 6 ways.
bullshit.
Family pot in this last hand.
I'm being simple. Alex asked for family.
Everyone's gonna get action.
Wait, I smashed it though.
What's on the flop? Vish, click the check button.
6 for 6. Yeah, thank you.
Wait, what's the action right now?
Oh, did you not enter the straddles then?
I did for this battle.
Okay, go back.
Wait,
Just click back,
two,
click back.
press check, press check, press check.
Oh.
There you go, 665.
Okay.
Okay.
Elliot, that's.
Rory's still good here with the 9s.
No, I call.
E money bet 6. EazyE picked up a 5. Going 3 ways to a turn. And an 8 on the turn. Doesn't help anybody, but does bring a 3-liner to a straight and backdoor flush potential. E money bets 11. EazyE folds. And Rory, with the overpair, puts in a call. 2 shortest stacks. 3 on the river. Does E money pull the trigger here?
He's showing you what he does. 18. He has less. No, he has 23 lines. Are you betting 18?
I was asking you.
Oh, he has 23.
Okay, I didn't see the other one. Sorry, I shouldn't answer.
Does Rory let it go? If Rory in the tank for his last bit of chips.
I'm at 257. Dealer's like, okay, that's 57.
Whoa!
No, the dudes on the table were showing. But if the other guys wanted to force them, then this is good.
I got a 6. I got 4s.
Oh!
And he wins the last hand of the night. Alright, thank you again all for tuning in tonight. Or for today, sorry, apologies. Had a great time.
Put in the 2 9s.
We will be keeping you all posted, so be sure to stay on the lookout for this VOD to be posted momentarily. And we'll catch you all in the next stream. Thank you.